Looking for a ski resort that delivers big mountain fun, where you can maximize your time on the slopes? Welcome to Tenney Mountain, with thrilling runs, 5 times more snowmaking coverage new this year, and a variety of trails for all levels. Tenney offers the ultimate independent resort experience. Tenney features 1,500 feet of vertical drop and 130 acres of terrain, located less than a 2-hour drive from Boston. Join us for the next World Pro Ski Tour in March. Tenney Mountain, perfect for your next winter adventure.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use the exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
Let's meet at the intersection of security, innovation, and agility to excel in today's complex digital business world. Let's meet an increasingly connected world with clear vision and realize its impact on our daily lives. Let's meet the demands of a new kind of workforce and enable employees to work smarter and live better. Let's meet the next technological frontier together. Blue Mantis.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Wealth management is complicated. Life is complicated. One of the things that we consistently hear from our clients is that working with our firm enables them to do more of what they love to do and less of what they don't wish to do.
We are a full-service investment and wealth management firm.
We help clients define their goals. We help them think through their legacy. What we do is really bring it all together.
We believe all of our clients are on a journey and that it's our job to help them in each and every step of that journey.
Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
Have you ever witnessed a once-in-a-lifetime moment of wild beauty? Do you want to? It requires a vehicle capable enough to handle nature's indifference, yet refined enough to keep you awake to its wonders, every detail considered, so you can just be. Welcome to the Outerverse. Welcome to the Mazda CX-50.
Looking for a ski resort that delivers big mountain fun, where you can maximize your time on the slopes? Welcome to Tenney Mountain, with thrilling runs, 5 times more snowmaking coverage new this year, and a variety of trails for all levels. Tenney offers the ultimate independent resort experience. Tenney features 1,500 feet of vertical drop and 130 acres of terrain, located less than a 2-hour drive from Boston. Join us for the next World Pro Ski Tour in March. Tenney Mountain, perfect for your next winter adventure.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use the exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
Let's meet at the intersection of security, innovation, and agility to excel in today's complex digital business world. Let's meet an increasingly connected world with clear vision and realize its impact on our daily lives. Let's meet the demands of a new kind of workforce and enable employees to work smarter and live better. Let's meet the next technological frontier together. Blue Mantis.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Have you ever noticed the farther you get from home, the closer you get to where you belong? The fuel efficiency and craftsmanship of the Mazda CX-50 Hybrid make every trip the scenic route. Welcome to the Outerverse. Welcome to the Mazda CX-50 Hybrid.
Buy Tough. Call for the store nearest you. Tough, buy Tough.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
Wealth management is complicated. Life is complicated. One of the things that we consistently hear from our clients is that working with our firm enables them to do more of what they love to do and less of what they don't wish to do.
We are a full-service investment and wealth management firm.
We help clients define their goals. We help them think through their legacy. What we do is really bring it all together.
We believe all of our clients are on a journey and that it's our job to help them in each and every step of that journey.
Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and ski fans of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to Tenney Mountain, the Pro Open 2026 in Plymouth, New Hampshire. We got some forerunners on course right now. If you folks tuning in on the World Pro Ski Tour Facebook page or YouTube page, we welcome you. I am Uncle E alongside Kevin Clark, longtime veteran of this tour, and there he is right there on your screen.
Uncle E, welcome back from Italy.
Yeah, nice to be here, my friend. Behind us, we got Bob Underwood. He's in charge of timing.
There's
and,
Bob.
Hair and makeup. And next to us, we got Josh, whose hair is on point, looking good. And we're ready to get the show on the road here. And Kev, we've been doing this for some time. Nice to be back at Tenney Mountain, wouldn't you say?
Great to be back. Thanks to Steve Kelly and the crew here. These guys are just the best in the business. So nice to come to these small New England resorts and get the cooperation. He's such a gracious host, Steve Kelly, having great après-ski parties and a great concert last night. So good stuff here at Tenney Mountain. So looking at the start order, it's going to be Philippe Voracek and Angus Summers, your first pair. So we have 16 men qualified. We'll run them twice. It'll cut the field down to 8, and then the ladies will start, and we'll alternate back and forth. Moving through the championship rounds, so the World Pro Ski Tour presented the Surefoot Super Slalom today for the men. And sounds like Bob Underwood got us ready to go.
Yeah, without timing in the starter, we are nothing really. In Mother Nature, thank you for the blanket of snow. What a great season. We'll talk about that in a minute. But there on your screen at home, that's the bracket right there. Voracek, yesterday's winner from Czechia, 2018 Olympian in 3 different disciplines. We'll talk about him all day long. He's in the red course. That's on the right-hand side looking up with all the red gates. Angus Summers, the Canadian, don't you know? He's a junior at Plymouth State. He's on the blue course. He's got his work cut out for him. This is one of 2 races. They kick back. The light turns green. The gates open.
Out on course goes Voracek, predictably getting the jump. Angus qualified 16th, and Voracek was first. So this is the first of 2 runs in that round of 16. Light has gone a little bit flat out there. A beautiful sunny day earlier, but Voracek is in control over the tough shed bump. Touches down. Clean, smooth skiing by Voracek. You see him kind of relaxed right now. He knows that he had Summers covered in qualifying, and he's trying to save some energy. A long day, 8 runs to win a pro race. So Voracek wins the run by .331 in their first of 2 in the round of 16.
Again, everybody's going to get 2 goes at the course. They're going to go up there and swap it around, but not before we go on with our next pairing. It's Hunter Roach, a sophomore at the University of New Hampshire, born on the first day of September 2004. He is going to be on the red course. Then a guy named Van Glantz. Sounds like he belongs in a Hollywood movie. Skiing out of Loveland Ski Area, originally from Pennsylvania. He is on the blue course. They were the 9th and the 8th place qualifiers. And take a look on the screen there for you folks that are watching closely. The Christmas tree, if you will, goes yellow, 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 and then green. Boom, the gates open up and they're off.
So Glantz had Roach covered yesterday, both runs. So let's see what he has for Roach here in their first of 2 in the round of 16. Really nice groove developed there. When I was looking at the track earlier, racers get some energy out of their skis as they drop off the tough shed bump and down to the final Tenney bump. Clean skiing, pretty even. Oh, twisted around sideways, gives it up on the red course side. So Glantz wins the run narrowly by .091 going to Van. So 091. Got a little twisted off that last jump. So we saw some action here on that last jump yesterday. So keep your eyes on that. That seems to be the money turns right there after the last bump. Uncle Lee, who's next?
Etienne Mazelier from Quebec City, Canada. He is on the red course. And Camden Burke, middle name George William, from Bridgetown, Maine. Living down in Naples this day of age. And has a new son, Caspin, at 7 months of age. On course, Camden Burke on the blue, Mazelier on the red.
Wow, Burke with a powerful start gets the jump. Mazelier over the jump. Burke's in control of his first of 2 runs. Burke eliminated earlier in the rounds yesterday. Got beat by Kearing, so different pairings today. Pairings today were done by yesterday's results. Burke in control. Mazelier making up some ground, but Burke owns the first of 2 runs here in the round of 16. Burke with a win. Narrow margin, .109.
The Burke brothers want to thank Scott Barabee from Lost Valley. They came out here. They got 6 runs of training in. That's it all season long. Both the brothers here doing all sorts of diligence in their jobs, in their personal life, but they're here to race today. Nice to have you boys here.
Big brother, 4th yesterday. So
yeah, that was exciting to see.
I'd like to see battle it out with him. That'd be cool if they came together.
Let's set the stage for the next one. It's Keegan Burke. Yesterday, as just mentioned, 4th place. University of New Hampshire is where he cut his teeth. He's going up against Zachary Temeretsglou from Canada, and he's on the red course. Here they go, Kev.
So, the Canadian on the red course side, Camden Burke on the blue. Powerful yesterday was Burke to make it all the way. Trouble over there on the red course side as he scrambles. Zach, the Canadian, puddle him alongside now as they head for the bottom jump. Burke on the blue course side still has the edge. Not by much, though. Into the final turn they go across the line. The win going to go to Burke, 0.071. Close racing right off the hop here in the round of 16.071, 71 hundredths of a second.
They learned something from yesterday, and they're doing it again today under flat leg. Let's set the stage now for the next one. Luke Kearing out of Carabasset Valley. He's on the red, on course with Hunter Brayton on the blue from Thornton, New Hampshire.
So across the line they go. Fast
Actually,
and
that was
furious.
A replay.
That's just the replay there. So here we go with Brayton and Kearing. So yesterday we found Luke Kearing in the 3rd place spot.
Yeah, impressed by this big dude skiing here. He's a Harvard
giant,
ski team
man.
senior, and the Dartmouth UNH guy, Hunter Brayton. They are looking to get those gates open now, and we're off and racing.
So the big man gets the jump coming out of the start over Brayton into the Mazda jump. Looks like it'll be Kearing first down in the bullet, trying to stay aerodynamic. A giant guy, but man, he's getting some power out of the turns. Put that ski on edge, top of the turn, and roll it. Pressure it, and get some juice out of it, as we say. Into the he's all kinds of wide and sideways, almost goes to the V-net there. Kearing saves it, cross blocks a couple of gates out of the way. That was a close one. He's shaking his head going, man, I almost went to the B-net there.
He would have been a gaff tuna.
Oh man, he still wins the run by .196. So exciting stuff here in the first round of the round of 16.
Yeah,
Luke
that was...
Kearing.
196, you say?
196.196. We're going to do a rerun here. Let's see what happens. Oh, he got on the inside ski, caught up, and managed to power through it.
Okay, back to the top. You seeing how it's going? Flat light, maybe playing an issue there. Nice save by Kearing. We're going with Denver, Colorado's Alex Berkner. Berkner will be up on the red course, and Vincent Falser from Sweden, Helsingborg, Sweden, a little south Sweden. He's doing a Plymouth State ski team. He's the captain. He's on the blue course.
So yesterday, his competitor, Alex Berkner, won that Spirit Award, the Mazda Spirit Award.
How cool is that?
He was surprised as could be. Thanks to Mazda doing the Spirit Award.
Gates open now.
Sportsmanship. Here we go. Berkner on the red. Orser on the blue. The rookie from Sweden. Chasing right now into the first jump. Touching down about a dead even race as they work the middle part of the course. Lean skiing. Good hard snow today. Get some ski. Get the bite out of it. Get some energy out of the ski. Into the Tenney jump. Red course with the advantage now. It's Berkner. Going to cross the line first. He'll take the win by .242. 242 to Alex Berkner.
Good looking racing so far. Big props goes out to everyone here at Tenney Mountain, Mother Nature, for providing the Weiss playing surface, and of course all of the people involved with the World Pro Ski Tour making it come to life. Let's set it up. Isaac Hedstrom, he is on the red course from Oda, Sweden, the 25-year-old, going up against Jackson Muswell out of Bartlett, New Hampshire. Senior at Colby, studying marketing and photography.
So cool, he was up there training on some old straight skis, some K2s. Out of the start, out on track they go. Usual. Let's see what he's got for Hedstrom, another rookie from Sweden. So it's going to be Usual on the blue course side, chasing down Isaac Henderson on the red, and they come into the second jump. Henderson with the advantage. Hedstrom, but the rookie from Sweden, Owen Usual. Usual trying to get some energy out of that ski over the bottom Tenney jump. It's going to be the Swede crossing the line first to win in the run by 6.26 for Isaac Hedstrom. 6.26.
6.26. Well done, Jackson Muswell. NCAA. First Colby Sawyer skier to score NCAA points in 14 years. That's an accomplishment. Here's our final pairing of the first run of the round of 16. It's going to be Dave Marini from Italy. Started skiing in Bormio, and he's been all over the map since. He is on the red course, looking up to the right, the Italian stallion. Then Gray Flanagan, second place yesterday, and second place qualifier out of Burlington, Vermont. He's on the blue course. Our Christmas tree's changing colors. Green means go, gates open, and they're off.
Out on track they go. The Italian gets a strong start on the red side over Gray Flanagan. Flanagan was second step of the podium yesterday. The Italian putting a hammer down on Flanagan in his first run. Here comes Flanagan. Oh, wide, really wide for Marini on the red course side. And here goes a mistake costing him big time as Flanagan freight trains by. He's going to get to the line, finish, and win it in a big way. Looks like it's going to be max differential to Gray Flanagan. That's a .60 today is what we call the maximum differential. Give you some opportunity to maybe make it up on the second run. Again, Flanagan with a .60. Max differential. Back to the top. We'll get these guys and run that second run in the round of 16. Let's talk about some sponsors now. Uncle Lee, we got a lot of new ones here. Lockton, the official sponsor of the New Hampshire Pro Open. World's largest independent insurance broker, providing risk management, insurance, employee benefits, and retirement services for business and individuals globally. Probably partner Steve's.
I'm gonna ask you, how many offices do they have? It's somewhere between 139 and 141. How many offices?
Oh, over 40.
Over 140. You got it. It's 13,000 insurance specialists around the globe. That's right, over 13,000, including Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, up into Scandinavia. I love it. How about Urban Associates? It's ERBAN, Urban Associates, official sponsor of the New Hampshire Pro Open. It's a family wealth advisory firm built on the values of family, trust, experience, and solid planning. Those are valuable ingredients to integrity, I say.
So then there's KLR, top 100 New England-based public accounting and advisory firm providing assurance, tax, and business advisory service to private, public held companies, new offices. With offices in Andover, Boston, Massachusetts, Providence, Rhode Island, Pawtucket, Newport, Rhode Island, Lausanne, Switzerland, I believe, and client services throughout New England, across the United States, and internationally. KLR.
Thank you, KLR. And Surefoot, we talked about him yesterday, and we'll continue to talk about him because if you've got boot issues, really boots, if you're new to skiing, even snowboarding as well, and you don't have the firm handshake of a good boot with a good footbed, you're just sloppy jalopy. You're not controlling your ski.
That's right.
It's like a firm handshake. You know when someone gives you the dead fish?
No, I don't like that.
That's no good.
That's you want your boots to fit like that.
You want a nice firm handshake, not too tight. Sorry, I just spit in your glasses. I got so excited. Surefoot. The difference between good skiing and great skiing is Surefoot. So make sure you find a Surefoot outfitter near you. Kevin, I know you speak and rave about Surefoot.
I love my Surefoot boots. They built a set for me 2 years ago after our race in Taos. We're back up and hung out. Lisa Mutz, our RA. Big thanks to Lisa and Lisa's daughter, Malia, helping with the start. So,
yeah, Lisa, thank you for everything you do. She's working 25 hours a day. She finds an extra to do unbelievable work and sending us the spreadsheets and all the official everything, working on the lodging since way before we were here. And thank you, Lisa, and her daughter Malia up at the start with the rest of the crew.
And of course, Tough Shed, our friend Hal is here, and his guys are out here in the tent village. If you folks are in earshot, you got to walk over the bridge, walk past the base of the finish corral, and then you'll find a little tent village. The guys from Fisher are here. You can do some demos with Fisher skis. You can buy some merch. Susan Jacobs, Reliable Racing. We get reliable riding our breakaway poles, but stop by and see the guys in the tent village. The guys from Tough Shed are there. You can customize yourself a Tough Shed. They can make garages, recreational buildings, commercial structures. Tough Shed has created more than 1 million structures since 1981. Hal's been busy building those structures.
Yeah, Hal has also decided to be the mascot. He kind of spooked me. He put on the mascot outfit today and
really
encroached upon me.
You got a Tough Shed mascot.
Yeah, I was going to tackle him, but he used to be a linebacker, so I was not going to go there. And watch out for Hal, folks, in his Tough Shed outfit. Fisher, as you mentioned before, started with aerodynamics. The guy who started Fisher was into airplane technology, and he figured out, there's something to be said about airplanes and going fast on skis. And if you follow any level of ski flying or ski jumping that you saw in the Olympics, Fisher is the #1 ski flying ski, traveling over 400 plus feet in distance. But they're also phenomenal race and carving skis. Jan, our boy, is down below here in the yellow tent, right below where we're announcing from. He's got some skis you can try out if you leave your credit card for Kevin and I to enjoy. You guys can go ski on those Fisher skis.
So stop over to the tent village here by the base of the finish corral. Lots of folks here at the mountain today. Busy, busy, busy. Awesome stuff. Some of the best skiing we've seen in New England in I can't remember when. And getting it done here at Tenney. You know the cool thing about Tenney Mountain?
Everything.
$79 every day.
Oh.
Lift pass. That's what it should be.
And you know what's good about a double? People on the double chairlift ride, you got 15 minutes of pure, unadulterated, uninterrupted time to have conversation. Put your phone down and talk to the person next to you.
High-speed chairlifts are overrated.
Oh, for sure.
You can burn yourself out in 2 hours. Here, you can ski all day, enjoy the scenery, enjoy spending time with your family, and talking.
And talking. I actually dropped my phone out of my pocket yesterday at the bottom of the lift, and I was on the phone by myself with no lift, and I just sat there and took it all in.
Perfect silence.
And did like what we had to do back before cell phones existed. It was really peaceful.
Sit and think.
Sit and think.
So, sometimes I just sits, sometimes I sits and thinks.
Yeah. Sits and thinks. That's tough stuff right there. Okay, we're going to do trivia here in a moment's time. All right, for you folks watching online, you don't have to endure any more of our gibberish. You can take a breather. We're going to go to break. But you folks here watching live, we're going to keep talking.
Looking for a ski resort that delivers big mountain fun, where you can maximize your time on the slopes? Welcome to Tenney Mountain, with thrilling runs, 5 times more snowmaking coverage new this year, and a variety of trails for all levels. Tenney offers the ultimate independent resort experience. Tenney features 1,500 feet of vertical drop and 130 acres of terrain, located less than a 2-hour drive from Boston. Join us for the next World Pro Ski Tour in March. Tenney Mountain, perfect for your next winter adventure.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use that exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
Let's meet at the intersection of security, innovation, and agility to excel in today's complex digital business world. Let's meet an increasingly connected world with clear vision and realize its impact on our daily lives. Let's meet the demands of a new kind of workforce and enable employees to work smarter and live better. Let's meet the next technological frontier together. Blue Mantis.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Wealth management is complicated. Life is complicated. One of the things that we consistently hear from our clients is that working with our firm enables them to do more of what they love to do and less of what they don't wish to do.
We are a full-service investment and wealth management firm.
We help clients define their goals. We help them think through their legacy. What we do is really bring it all together.
We believe all of our clients are on a journey and that it's our job to help them in each and every step of that journey.
Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
Have you ever witnessed a once-in-a-lifetime moment of wild beauty? Do you want to? It requires a vehicle capable enough to handle nature's indifference, yet refined enough to keep you awake to its wonders. Every detail considered, so you can just be. Welcome to the Outerverse. Welcome to the Mazda CX-50.
Looking for a ski resort that delivers big mountain fun, where you can maximize your time on the slopes? Welcome to Tenney Mountain, with thrilling runs, 5 times more snowmaking coverage new this year, and a variety of trails for all levels. Tenney offers the ultimate independent resort experience. Tenney features 1,500 feet of vertical drop and 130 acres of terrain, located less than a 2-hour drive from Boston. Join us for the next World Pro Ski Tour in March. Tenney Mountain, perfect for your next winter adventure.
Welcome back, race fan. Run number 2 about to get underway for the men. The round of 16. Philippe Forchek will lead it off with Angus Summers. He was dominant over Summers in the first round by .331. Then it was Van Glantz and Hunter Roach with a really close .091 between Glantz and Roach. So they're getting themselves lined up there. We complete this run. The ladies will start their round of 8, and then we alternate back and forth as we wait for the first pair in the second run here. And the World Pro Skier presents New Hampshire Pro Open by our friends at Surefoot.
You know, yesterday during the awards, you asked Philip what he's going to do with the money, and he said he was going to buy his mom dinner, and he asked if you could get some dinner too. Did that happen last night?
It did not happen. I'm going to wait till Aspen.
That's a good call, yeah.
Maybe we'll take me to some special restaurant.
There's a few
especially if he gets another 10 grand a day.
Okay. He speaks of Aspen, this guy Kevin next to me, because we're going there next weekend. You're going to be driving basically starting 6 a.m. Sunday morning to arrive by what time you think Tuesday?
We're starting here this afternoon. Once we load the trailer, we're going to go to Reliable Racing, the Jacob's house. Jake and I are driving the trailer cross country. So we're going to chronicle that. That'll be fun. And then we're going to get up at crack of dawn Sunday and jump on the highway in New York and see how far we can get before we run out of physical juice. But we'll get it. We're going to get it. I got Jake. Jake's a good night rider.
See if you can make it to Sandusky and hit Cedar Point. Hit a couple of roller coasters on the way out. That's 80 around Lake Erie there.
Maybe on the way back when we have a little more time, but we're trying to get out there by Tuesday afternoon. The trailer unloaded and build things out. Barrett Stein's going to be out there early with the rest of the crew flying in, and guys from Aspen are already ahead of it. But let's focus on Tenney Mountain right now. Big thanks again to our good friend Steve Kelly, second year back here. What a great crew he has. Mark Evans and his team, Joe Pluff, the guy can do anything. Joe drove to Bangor, Maine to pick up the trailer, bring it back here, level her out. It's our digs for the weekend. Super nice.
Make it happen. Make it happen. 24 athletes qualified on the men's side of things for 16 positions. Again, yesterday it was Super Slalom number 1, brought to you by Mazda. Today it's Super Slalom 2. The New Hampshire Pro Open by Surefoot. That's what's going down. Philip Forchek took the victory yesterday. He is ahead thus far over Angus Summers, the Canadian. The Canadian's home club, Mount Sainte Marie, up there in Ottawa. Cold neck of the woods up there. He sold his last car for $500, and he's big into mountain biking. So that's Angus Summers. He's got to do everything in his power to put the hammer down against Philip.
All right, so the field getting organized up there. Once again, once these guys finish the second run, ladies should be up there now getting set to stage when they're done.
And apparently Mother Nature has decided to do a show back up.
Put the cloud cover in.
Yeah, you know, a little gray bird going on, and anticipate some sort of moisture falling from the heavens, which happens. And these athletes are used to that sort of stuff, and we'll see what happens.
Bob, how we doing up there? It's lining up. So the guys are shooting it back to the top in a sled. Yeah.
by chance you're watching online and you want to participate next week in Aspen, if you're in that neck of the woods, it is open. You can let your fingers do the walking on the Facebook page and find a way to register for the World Pro Ski Tour. So we know a lot of people are interested in it. There's a lot of different racing going on, but be it the club level, there's collegiate, obviously FIS as well. And through the end of the season, towards the end of the season, like in Taos for a couple of years, we had the likes of Paul Molson and Ted Ligety and so many others from the U.S. team. Trisha Mangan show up, and we'll see if that happens by chance later on down the line. But right now, we're focused on all things here. The New Hampshire Pro Open by Surefoot, ready to go with Philip Forchek. He'll be on the blue course this time. Angus Summers will be on the red course. Czechia versus Canada.
So want them all to be at the top before we start the second run. Let's make sure the ladies are up there, because this will go lickety-split once we start the second run, narrowing it to 8, and then the women will start while the men make their way back up to the start, and we'll be alternating throughout the afternoon. It'll be a quick one, so once we get rolling and only have 8 and 8 on each side, men and women, it's going to fly right along. So keep the action moving. Let's get back to the start as quick as possible so folks can watch along without much delay.
It's time for Mazda. True or false? You got a 50% chance here, Kevin. Okay. Philip Forchek, yesterday's victor. His grandpa competed in tennis in the 1924 Olympics. True or false?
I'm going true.
He's going true with confidence, folks, and the survey says true. Good job. That's right. Another true or false? In 2018, Philip Forchek competed in 3 disciplines at the Olympics in Pyeongchang. True or false?
False.
That's true. Giant slalom, Super G, and downhill for Czechia.
Super G.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. That's rarity to be able to do all 3, but he represented his country. All right, you folks on the screen watching, you folks on the chairlift watching, it's Philip Forchek who has the lead by 3.31. That's 0.3 of a second and change. He's on the blue course. Angus Summers, a Canadian, needs to do everything in his power to rise above.
So Summers was your 16th place qualifier. So in these early rounds, the top guys, Forchek, who's number 1 in qualifying, will pace themselves, try to save some energy. So 8 runs to win a pro race here. So a lot of energy spent back in the tails of their skis they go, and out on track they go. It's Forchek with the jump over the rookie Angus Summers, the Canadian, on the red side. Forchek has 0.3 on the first run. Doesn't need to win by much. Forchek kind of pacing him right now. Into the second jump we go. Forchek trailing a little bit now. He knows he has 0.3 in his pocket, so he just needs to cross that finish line with 0.3 ahead. Across the line he will go. Forchek gets it done, wins the run by 0.028. That's what I talked about pacing. Forchek just kind of only wanted to put out as much energy as he needed to get the run done. 0.28.
And last name officially pronounced Forchek. So I guess you can call him Philip. Middle name, I'm skiing Forchek. He walked away with a big one yesterday. Will he do it again today? Lights are going to change. It's Hunter Roach, who is now on the blue course. Van Glance is on the red course, off and running with a .091 advantage for Van Glance.
So Van Glance, you wouldn't be able to see that at the blink of an eye. So whoever crosses that finish line first is going to grab this one. It's going to be a close one, though. So yesterday, it was Glance who handled Roach. Let's see if he's got it now. Glance over on the red course side, trailing now. It's Roach out in front, taking the lead over the bottom jump with 1 to go. It's going to be Roach moving into the quarterfinals to face off Philippe Forchek. On goes Roach.
Well, Van Glance, the pride of Tussey Mountain, eliminated here, skiing out of Loveland ski area. Top of the Eisenhower Tunnel there, headed down towards into Summit County. Nice job, Van Glance. Good to have you here. Maybe we'll see you next weekend. Hunter Roach, you're moving on. Going to join Philip Forchek. Let's get going now with Etienne Mazzelli. He will be on the blue course in Camden Burke. Team White Rhino Ventures. He has a slight lead of 0.1 of a second. 0.109. That's Camden. Etienne Mazzelli from Canada. They're loaded up top. Take a look at those colors. On the Christmas tree goes orange, 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 green, go!
Burke with a powerful start, and he has that advantage after the first one by .109. Burke out in front, going over the Mazda jump, touching down smooth and clean, getting the snow skis back in the snow as quick as possible. Here comes trouble for Burke, pulling alongside. Burke only has 0.1 of a second. Will the Canadian get it? Oh, Burke in trouble!
Burke out.
So tough break for Camden. Burke had that advantage after the first run. Off he goes. On goes the Canadian.
Powerhouse in Giant Slalom. It's not raising the slopes of Stoneham, Quebec City, Canada. Etienne, you're moving on. You'll go up against maybe another Burke brother or Temeret's Globe. But let's have a look back here, Kevin, see what happened. Oh, he just got hung up on it. Missed that set. Well, we got Keegan Burke, brother of Camden, at 43 years of age with 5 kids, doing it for the family. He says, I'm as good once as I ever was. He's going up against the Toronto Canadian, University of New Hampshire's Zachary Temeret's Globe. He loves tennis, spike ball, D-pong, and keeping friends and family entertained. Here we go.
All right, Burke on the red course side. Let's see what he's got. Second run here, 0.071, the advantage. Trailing now is Burke over the red course side. Temerzoglu, the Canadian, out in front. Grabs the bullet, heading to the tough shed jump. Here comes Burke, pull alongside. Does he have the energy? Does he have the steam, the speed to get him at the bottom here? Looks like it's a dead even run. After the first run, Keegan Burke with the advantage at 0.071. Then crossed the finish line. So Temerzoglu wins, but not by enough. He wins by 0.055. Burke pulled it out at the bottom here. Watch him off the bottom jump, try to straighten it out, gets the energy out of the ski, and it's a win on the opposite course, but it's Burke with the advancing move there just by hundies.
Jeez, hundies of a second. That was a tough shed photo finish cam right there. Impressive. Now it's time for Hunter Brayton out of Thornton, New Hampshire. A washed-up racer from Dartmouth, UNH, doing it up against Luke Kearing. Luke Carabasset Valley, Maine, the senior of the Harvard ski team. The advantage in this one goes to Kearing with 0.196, almost 0.2 of a second.
So Luke behind the doors on the blue side as you look at this big screen, or you're watching at home online. Doors open up. So it was Kearing up on the podium yesterday in third, the big guy. So he holds a 1/10 advantage on that blue course, his second run, or red course for Kearing. So let's see what it's going to be at the finish. Anybody's race. So over the middle jump, blue course starting to pull away. Looks like it's Kearing handling this run on the blue side with a win of the first run on the red side. He gets it done with a 0.318 for Kearing. 0.318. On he will go to face Keegan Burke.
Actually, he will go up against either Berkner or Foster coming up here. Kearing, like that third place feeling yesterday, see if he can rise above. Now it's time for Alex Berkner, the CU buff, who's got an advantage of 0.242 over Vincent Foster from Helsingborg, Sweden. He is the captain of the Plymouth State ski team. We wait for the Christmas tree to light up. Welcome everybody here to Tenney Mountain. If you're just waking up after a tough Friday night, this is the World Pro Ski Tour. Second year we've been here. A delight to be in the mix.
All right, lights go yellow. Forcier with the advantage. He's over on the red course this run. Susie Berkner with the advantage on the run. He is on the blue course this run. Is Berkner out in front with the advantage after the first run over Forcier. Berkner making some strides here. Winning the special. It's a battle over the bottom jump, though. Who's going to get to the line first to determine the win across a little while on the red course side? Win goes to Forcier, 0.021021. Not enough to make it up. Berkner moves on.
Berkner from a family of Olympians, 9 total with 20 Olympic appearances. He's moving on from the round of 16 to the round of 8. He will go up against Luke Kearing, who took third yesterday. Nice racing, boys. Foster, nice to have you here. Let's move on. It's Jackson Musial. He's on the red course this time, where Isaac Hedstrom from Åre, Sweden, the 25-year-old first-timer, rookie from the University of New Hampshire, and the lead goes to Isaac Hedstrom with 0.6.
Yeah, Musial's got some work to do on the red course. You have to hope for a mistake.
Yeah.
You know, the course really not challenging with any really, gotcha gates, so it's going to be a tough one for Musial. He just got to get out there and focus on his own course, the most important thing in pro racing. Get the clean start, get the strong start, and just focus on your own game. You got to compartmentalize the fact you're racing somebody and just let her go. Out on track they go. It's Musial and Hedstrom. Hedstrom with a 0.6 of advantage over on the blue course side as Jackson Musial tries to make it up. It's part of the course. It's Hedstrom running off the tough shed bump out in front as they head for the final jump. The Tenney jump. Across they go. And it's going to be Hedström, the Swede, with that advantage after the first round, moving into the quarterfinals.
I like it, Hedström. Good-looking race in there. The rookie, first-timer here, University of New Hampshire, and NCAA All-American. You're going to go up against Gray Flanagan or David Marani from Italy. Now, Gray Flanagan with the sumptuous 0.6 lead. He'll be on the blue course, pardon me, the red course this time, where Marani, the Italian, he will be on the opposite side on the blue. Winner of this will go up against Hedström in the round of 8. After this race, we'll start with the ladies. We go yellow, yellow, yellow. Green means racing.
Out on track they go. Again, it was Flanagan, the American, fastest qualifier yesterday with 0.6 of advantage. He is on the red course this run and out front over the Italian rookie as they head for the tough shed jump. So a big advantage there.
And blue and DNF, unfortunately.
Side. There's a little spread eagle in there, style points. So on goes Gray Flanagan. Number 2 on the podiums yesterday. Flanagan moves in to face Hedström.
Just like that. 16 down to 8. It's going to be forecheck against Roach, Mazzillier against Burke, Kieran against Berkner, Hedström against Flanagan. And here's a look of blue course. Unfortunately for the Italian, he just is not able to hold on. But a pleasure to have the Italian here representing his country after a fantastic, successful Olympics.
So we're going to switch gears now. The ladies will step behind the start doors for their first run in the round of 8. Taking a look at yesterday's results from the ladies, it was Sarah Bennett. Sarah will lead off against Maxine. Max has been helping us. Max, a rookie from Canada, goes to Plymouth State. Galina Wardle was second yesterday. And then it was Nora Brand and Elena Crone, your top 4 yesterday. So, ladies about to get underway with their first run of the round of 8.
Well, Maxie from the Blue Mountains area. Have you been to Blue Mountain, Ontario?
I've been to Blue Mountain, Ontario.
We did an aerial show there one time for Coors Light / Labatt's. It wasn't warm. I'm just going to say that. It was far from warm. It was gray the entire time for the setup. The day of the event, it was Bluebird. We walked outside, and as Tahoe guys, when it's blue, it's sunny and warm. We walked outside. It couldn't have been 0.
Right. That's, what high pressures tend to bring super cold temperatures here in New England in Canada.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I had not felt that level of cold. Yeah. So Maxie understands something about cold. She's a Canadian through and through. Congrats on their silver medal in hockey, as well as many freestyle medals, including Mikkel Kingsbury, the greatest of all time mogul skier, walked away with the gold in dual moguls, which was a new discipline of the Olympics this year, and a silver in singles. So, oh, Canada. Also, Maxie has qualified for the U.S. Nationals in triathlon.
Impressive.
Yeah. Have you done a triathlon before?
Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Barrett Stein stopping in the timing building. Our
Barrett, what's
tournament director.
Why are we so blessed to have you in here? Yeah, we can't put him on camera. It's against FCC or FAA or whatever one monitors communications. Yeah, we can't have him on there. Maybe you've seen him on a billboard. Maybe you see him on a milk carton. His name is Barrett. He's responsible for making sure the course is good and everyone pays attention to
just can't bear
it. His number is 618-867-5309. He's not single.
So Barrett does an incredible job setting the course, overseeing the whole setup of the hill, working with the cat driver closely,
Yeah, okay, so we talked about Maxine Van Streen from Canada. Going against her is the champion. And what I like about this is a unique tidbit that she'd like to share. I have raced all season with no coach, no team, no help all season, being 100% independent on the NORAM and World Cup circuit. That is what I call tenacity.
There you go.
Yeah, all about it. And she walked away with $10,000 yesterday, and we didn't see a nickel of it, did we?
She doesn't have to share that with anybody. No coaches, no team.
No, dude, that's
just all mine.
Yeah, not paid. What was the biggest check you ever walked away with that was actually yours?
Oh, a couple of hundred maybe back in the day.
Nice. So 8 ladies is going to be after that Brianna Weston against Marlene Krohn from Norway, Nora Brand from Germany against Jasmine Whittaker, and Michelle Kervin from Sweden against Galina Wardle out of the Aspen.
So sounds like we're loading up. Be good to take the camera back to the start shot. as we watch the folks ski through the classic New England trails up on the big screen in front of us.
It really is different than obviously Alp skiing or West Coast. I love how the trails are cut here. They're very creative, and I enjoyed skiing this morning.
Yeah, following the fall line, and some great glade skiing here at Tenney Mountain.
Oh, look, they're getting loaded. Okay, folks, let's set the stage again. Maxine Van Strand from Canada on the blue course. Sarah Bennett, yesterday's victor, champion out here, and she is on the red course. So a couple of Canadians ready to light it up.
Both of them rookies.
Yeah.
So Sarah,
in this event.
Sarah, no rookie to the podium yesterday. So Max got her work cut out for her. We'd like to thank Max and all the other athletes that came to help us. We had a bunch of them from Plymouth State to volunteer. So she works with Barrett in the summertime at the Teachy training camps out at Mount Hood or in Copper Mountain. So coaching when she's not at college, helping the pro tour out prior to the start of the event. Big thanks to all the volunteers that get involved, and long time to build it up. We'll take it down faster than you can imagine. White Circus will move on.
The
Here
White
we
Circus
go.
moves. Okay, all the dots on the eyes are put forth. Here goes the light changing to green, and we're racing.
Max with a good start, figuring it out now. So before we run, we get a chance to practice the start. So Max on the blue course side. Right there with Sarah Bennett. Their first of 2 runs in the round of 8. Looks like Bennett starting to make a move. Fourth, right there with her. Low, but still get the energy out of the ski through the midsection of the course. I call that the money turn up there. Oh, she got that down almost aligns with her. Unbelievably close. Man, oh, she's all right there. Man, that was, we had that happen last year in Aspen.
Yeah.
And the athlete got collected.
Yeah, that was.
Boy, we're going to get a replay on that one.
And at the very end, thank goodness nothing happened. But Maxine, after the finish line, does a Wayne Wong special, a slow dog noodle. We're going to witness that on the replay here. But my goodness, Sarah, you okay? Arm up, arm up.
Yeah.
Woo! That is some scary stuff.
Yeah.
And
Barrett Stein checking in with her as she skis out of the corral. We'll do a replay on that, I'm sure. So that'll give Max
that was
a .600. So she's got the maximum allowed differential after that.
Yeah, that happened with
crazy
Milzinski and Rask last year in Aspen.
So it looks like we're not going to get a replay of that.
Yep, we'll see if we can get that. But right now, let's set the stage for our next one. Marlene Sophia Krohn, the Norwegian, against Brie Weston. She's coming out of Boston College, Division I alpine skier, psych major, graduating this spring. She's on the red course.
Yeah.
And the Norwegian is skiing out of Plymouth State University, studying finance. And we're still looking to see if we can get a replay on that. We'll get back to that. We know that everyone's okay. That's the most important part. And right now, this is our second pairing of 4. Remember, they're all going to get 2 runs. So right now, Marlene is on the blue course looking up on the left-hand side. Brianna Weston, she's on the red course in Norwegian. After this, there'll be a differential, and we'll send them back up top on the swap course.
So Kylie beginning the cadence now. You see the top light go yellow, and once it goes green, sends a signal to the horns on top of the tower to get them fired up and head out on track. So Weston, the rookie from United States, Krohn, the rookie from Norway, she found herself on the podium yesterday. Krohn in 4th place. Their first of 2 runs and around to 16 off the bump. Going to be Krohn over the blue course side, a little bit of an advantage over Weston on the red. Into the second jump they go. Still a pretty close race, but maybe a little bit of an edge on the blue side. Starting to straighten it out on that red side is Weston, trying to make a move and make some catch. Oh, there's more trouble right there. Must be a little bit of a groove developing on that red course before they go off the jump there. Got a little bit twisted sideways. So there is now the money gate at the bottom of the red course side. We've seen some incidents there already, and it still is playing, a part on that. So 0.347.
347 on that point. 347 for Krohn. And now we'll go with Nora Brand, who took 3rd place. She's going to go up against Jasmine Whitaker. Born in Park City, now living in Burke, Vermont, studying finance at Boston College. That's Whitaker on the blue course. Nora Brand, the German, again, 3rd place yesterday. And the Mazda Spirit Award. Had a chance to talk with her, and she's just full of energy, full of life. First time doing Tenney Mountain here, and she's excited to get her done again. Here we go.
Oh, big start over on the red course side for Brand. She's got it figured out. Boy, left Whitaker just standing there into the first jump, the Mazda jump. She touches down with a strong lead. Heading to the second jump, our Tough Shed jump. Over the jump she will go into the bottom section of the course. It's all Brand on this first of 2 runs in the round of 8 for the ladies over the Tenney jump. She's in control. She handles that section of the course without a problem. Across the line she goes, taking the win by .477 to the German Nora Brand, .477 in their first of 2 in the round of 8.
Nora, your fellow German competitor, Emma Eicher, took the victory in the Super G today. Very impressive on the FIS World Cup circuit. But now we are looking at all things World Pro Ski Tour. Good luck, Nora. You're going back up top with Jasmine. Head on back up. Let's go now with Michelle Kervin from Sweden. Had a chance to talk to that lovely young lady yesterday. She's like, oh, this is so fun. And she's having a great time. Mitchie is her nickname. Galena Wardle out of Basalt, Colorado. The Roaring Fork Valley near Aspen. She took second yesterday. It's Wardle in the blue and Michelle Kervin on the red. Here we go.
Lights go from yellow to green. Siren sound, go. Looks like a good even start here in the round of 8 for the ladies. Into the Mazda jump they go. Let's see who gets the advantage. Touchdown. Blue course side. Wardle, the American, your number 2 qualifier. And on the podium yesterday, strong and clean. Over Kervin, out in front over the Tough Shed bump. One more jump to go. Gets a little bit inside there, but not a problem. Handles it into the finish. They will go. So Wardle with the win. Wardle taking it by .896. So max differential today. The max differential is a .60 going to Wardle. .60 on the max differential side for those
Good
2
racing,
pair.
Wardle. Good racing. Let's get them back up to the top, and I believe we'll get ready for our first battle of the men's round of 8. Shifting gears as they've worked their way back up top. You get an idea how this works, folks. This is the World Pro Ski Tour. We've been going on since the 70s. Kevin Clark is the expert analyst of this event. You've been involved with this for, I think you're into your 5th decade now, if not 6th decade.
It is 6th decade. That's pretty scary to think about. My God.
You're like a fine bottle of wine, baby. Get better with time. Pleasure to be here with you. And Ed Rogers is in the mix, who had his hand in creating this back in the 70s. And what a pleasure it is to be here at Tenney Mountain. Thank you for hosting this.
So 8 guys getting ready to go. Start their first run of that quarterfinal round. Voracek, Roach, Zellier, Burke, Keering, Berkner, Hedstrom, and Flanagan. 8 remain. Ladies got their first run of the round of 8 in that quarterfinal round. I'm ready to load. Get underway with this first run for the guys here. The Surefoot Pro Open.
Load them up.
Take the opportunity now. We wait for the guys to load to talk about some of the sponsors. Blue Mantis, official sponsor of the New Hampshire Pro Open, is a security first IT solutions and service provider with 30 years of history, successfully helping clients achieve business modernization by applying next generation technologies, including managed services, cybersecurity, and cloud. Headquartered in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, the company provides digital technology services and strategic guidance to ensure clients quick, adapt, and grow through automation and innovation. Our friends here at Tenney Mountain. And of course, Tough Shed. Tough Shed been with us for many years. Big Hal is here this weekend. The crew. Stop down and talk to folks from Tough Shed. Get yourself a custom backyard shed made for you. My good buddy and fellow coach just had a Tough Shed garage made for him.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Bodie. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So Mazda, what moves you, the official car and SUV of the World Pro Ski Tour? We got a bunch of on display at the down by our Pro Tour trailer. All the athletes rolling around in Mazdas. Uncle Lee picked up a Mazda at the airport in Boston. He flew in.
I did. Yes. And then I swapped that out. It's that one that's on the snow mound by the finish line. That's the CX.
Do you get to drive that off there later?
50. They don't trust me driving that off there, no.
You can handle it, though.
Someone more qualified, yeah. And the CX-70 now, Chris Hill said, hey, try this one out. So I did. I'm the CX-70. There's lots of bells and whistles. We'll talk about that in a minute, but it's all about loading the athletes right now. Loading, loading, loading. We're going to deal with Hunter Roach. He's going up against Philip Ford, the Czechia athlete. He's 28 years young. He competed in the 2018 Pyeongchang Olympics in giant slalom, Super G, and downhill. Quite a feat for his country. And he won yesterday. Walked away with a $10,000 check. Took his mother to dinner. We did not see him. Maybe tonight, if he wins another one, he'll take us out for a Diet Coke. We'll see. So Forchek is going to be on the red course. That's the right-hand side looking up where Hunter Roach, Durham, New Hampshire. He's a sophomore at University of New Hampshire. Took a gap year and started skiing for the Ski and Snowboard Club Vail, Michaela Schifrin's home turf, and spends a lot of time in Vail. Hunter will be on the blue course, left-hand side looking up.
That sun can pop back out anytime now, but actually it's not too bad to have the cloud cover. Bake that snow out and get peely, as we say. The snow develops that moisture level on top, and it looks like a fan as you side slip along.
Yeah.
We call it peely,
like
peely top surface. We've had a great surface all season long for racing here. Mark Evans done an incredible job with the snowmakers here to put down a super deep base, to build the jumps, to build the starts, and the platforms for the cars, and just an incredible effort by everybody here at the mountain with a brand new snowmaking system. It was so cool. Last year we were here doing a site survey, and it turned on overhead while we were standing right by the finish line. So
perfect.
That was super fun. You're like first,
perfect timing.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. Yeah, I talked to a couple people on the chairlift ride yesterday. A guy named Dan, who's been coming here for a long time, and he said it's really neat to see what they're doing with this place. A lot of those long arm snowmaking guns, those are new. That's a lot of investment, a lot of money put forth to make sure that you, the consumer, can enjoy a great experience when Mother Nature doesn't provide. So Steve Kelly and his crew, thank you. Really well done. Now we're going to racing, folks. It's time for Hunter Roach on the blue course, the sophomore at University of New Hampshire, to see how he can battle it with the Czechia.
He didn't need to do any of that.
CU Boulder, that is University of Boulder, Colorado. The Buffs. Philippe Forchek was there at one point. Now he's all about racing and seriousness. The gates open and they're off.
Open up, out on track goes Forchek in his first of two against Hunter Roach. Over the red course side, the big guy drops down into his bullet. A lot of giant guys racing. Roach, he's no small guy either. Giant pistons on him, really pumping the power. So Forchek out in front over Roach. Into the Tenney jump they go. Forchek puts the skis right back on the snow. They're fastest on the snow. Across the line he goes with a comfortable win in that first run of the quarterfinals. Philippe Forchek of a 5-7-7 advantage for Forchek.
There was everything right about that for Forchek. Handled it from the beginning to the end. Pacing, as Kevin has said. He just paces it out. Knows he has a long day, just like yesterday. But liked the way that $10,000 check felt in his pocketbook.
But, man, as we go through the rounds, you can't back off at all. All it takes is one little mistake, and you're on it.
Yeah, so, just as we saw with Sarah just a moment ago. Let's go on top now. It's going to be Mazelier Etienne. They call him Maz out of Quebec City, Canada. He will be on the red course. Again, right-hand side, looking up. Keegan Burke. Wyndham, New Hampshire. He's as good once as he ever was. He's 43. He's full of life. He was a 99 junior Olympic gold medalist. He's on course on the blue.
So let's see if he can handle Bazelier here in their first of two runs in the quarterfinal rounds. On the red course side, the Italian. Looks like he's got a little bit of an edge as they make their way to the second jump. Let's see who comes out on top here. Here comes Burke, but he's trailing right now. It's Bazelier out in front. Over the Tenney jump, he's going to go with the advantage in their first of two runs. Burke struggling to try to make it close. At the finish line, it's going to be advantage. The max for the Italian, 0.6. So 0.6 on his first run.
He does love Italian food. However, he's from Canada and Quebec City specifically. But he does love Italian food. He likes a spicy meatball. That's right, Jay Waller. That's right, Shay. like a spicy meatball, huh? That's right. Send a shout out to the Waller tribe. Yep, they drove all the way from another country known as Connecticut. Nice to have you here. More about them in a minute, folks. But we're going to go back up to the top for some racing. It's Luke Kearing. He's going to do battle against Alex Berkner. And Berkner had some great success yesterday. Big, tall drop of water. Berkner is on the blue course. Luke Kearing, Carrabassett Valley guy. He's on the red course. The lights change colors. The gates open. Take it away, Clarky.
Out on track to go. Kearing, second step of the podium yesterday. Third step of the podium. Battling it out with Berkner. Your Spirit Award winner by Mazda yesterday. Berkner right on it today, though. Into the second jump they go. Looks like it might be advantage to Kearing. The big guy starting to pulling the afterburners over the bottom jump. He goes, clearing the gates out of the way. It's going to be a win on the red course side for Kearing. 0.5. He just turned up the boost a little at the bottom there and pulled right away. It was Kearing.
Kearing got that at 0.5. Well, for Berkner, coming from an Olympic background, his family, anyway, 9 Olympians, over 20 Olympic appearances, so he's got it in his blood. That's Berkner up against the ropes now. Kearing has him in his sights. Let's go back up top. Our final pairing of the first run of the round of 8. It's Gray Flanagan. Took second yesterday. Tall drop of water. He's going up against the Swede, Isaac Hedstrom. It's Hedstrom on the red course. Flanagan on the blue course. They're loaded, and our starters will do their thing.
All right. Kylie activates the start lights, and the horn will sound when the light goes green. Out on course they go. Looks like about an even start as they come down the pitch. Poling and skating and trying to get every bit of energy out of the skis. Got them waxed up fast for the day. And blue course with the advantage right now. Flanagan, your number 2 qualifier, and 2 in the podium. We're out in front now, not giving it up much. The Italian Marini now. We've got the Italian Uncali on the blue course side. Is Flanagan with the win? No, as Marini tried to keep close, and it's the win, 137 over Hedstrom, 137.
And again, Hedstrom, loving Italian food from Sweden. Yeah, I'm
struggling today.
You are
struggling a little bit.
Someone get Kevin a spicy meatball. I tell you what, it's a pasta fazool. So Flanagan gets the advantage of that one over Hedstrom. Okay. It is the World Pro Ski Tour, so to keep everyone's everything straight.
Thinking about you being in Italy all the time for the last 3 weeks.
I was supposed to be making these mistakes because I was over there. You know,
that's all right. We'll figure it out.
We'll get there. I'll tell you what.
We'll try to do this at home, folks. We're trained professionals.
Yeah. Yep. Just trying to keep the FU in fun, folks. That's the important thing. Happy birthday to my brother. It's February 28th, and what a great day to be alive. This is the New Hampshire Pro Open by Surefoot, the 3rd day of 3 out here at Tenney. We showed up last year in March here. Steve Kelly and company said, that was neat. Why don't you guys come on back and we'll have a good time. Yeah. That's what's happening.
We've had a good time. Great band last night, man. That was outstanding. The party was off the hook, as it always is here at Tenney Mountain.
I am proud of you, impressed that you got there. This was a little bit of jet lag in my no excuses, just reality. I was in bed at the Fairfield by Marriott at 7 o'clock. I woke up in a panic at 9:45, thinking I overslept into the morning, and it's 9:45 at night. So, yeah, I'm playing time zone hopscotch right now. But great to be here. All right, so for Sarah Bennett here, let's set the stage for the ladies as they're getting back up top. Sarah Bennett got kicked out on the second to last gate. Good thing she's okay, because now she has what to do. What does she have to do now?
She's got to make up 0.6 of a second. So, and Maxine's got a good advantage there. They had a good close battle there, so it could be Maxine's opportunity here. Will Bennett put the pressure on? Got to get out of that start quick to make up 0.6 of a second. But Max had a good start in the first round, so look for her to be strong here. And then it's Crone and Weston, your next pair. Then Brand and Whitaker and Wardle and Kerman.
Well, what we ask of the athletes ahead of time is, one, that they sign up, then they pay a fee, but there's also questions that are asked on their bio here. So, for instance, Sarah Bennett, she likes to play drums and sing in her garage. And again, this is important to note that she's raced all season with no coach, no team, no help all season long, 100% independent on the NORAM and World Cup circuit. So, good for her, Sarah. Won it yesterday, walked away with $10,000. Over on the other side, her competitor, who's got a 0.6 lead, it's Maxine Van Streen from Canada, the Blue Mountain, Ontario area, living in Clarksburg, Canada. She's skiing for Plymouth State University ski team. She can ride unicycles. Kevin, I ask you, have you ever spent time on a unicycle?
I know how to ride a unicycle.
Do you?
Taught myself how to ride a unicycle when I was 20.
True or false? There's 2 pedals on a unicycle.
There's 2.
Okay.
And they go back and forth. You can use them both directions.
Did it take you long?
Direct drive.
It was like snowboarding. Once you figured it out, it
took me several hours.
Yeah?
Holding onto a wall.
Okay.
And eventually, I was able to, to stand up by backpedaling to get on it. I still have the unicycle. And I told my wife, I'm going to get that out. She goes, don't you dare.
Don't you dare. Yeah.
I can do it.
There's unicycle. There's some extreme unicycling. Look on YouTube. There's some guys that ride some incredible
we've got company.
stuff. Oh, no. The police have showed up?
Yes.
I got to go.
Steve Kelly in the house.
Moly. Steve Kelly. Drop what you're doing, folks. I mean, but keep your clothes on. Steve Kelly's here.
Bloody Mary in hand.
That's right.
Awesome.
Is that one of those Diet Bloody Marys, Steve? Yeah.
I doubt it.
We would interview Steve right now, but we're getting close to the racing. Give me some of that. Give me 5 right there.
Yeah, Steve, man. Thank you so much for hosting. What a gracious host, and what knows how to throw a party.
We're 2 legends here.
Legends in their own minds.
I'll tell you this, Steve. When we get a break here after these women, we'll get you on headset. But I took two chairlift rides yesterday with 2 total strangers. Both of them, not knowing exactly who you were, said, "This is great. Whatever those guys are doing, they're doing great. I hope they keep it up." So awesome. To hear from the consumers that have been around these parts for some time, thanks.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really nice to see. And when you get to travel to a lot of different places and see, like, coming to the small places, this is what really matters.
It is.
Skiing. Like spending 15 minutes on a chairlift, that doesn't happen a lot this day and age unless you make the time. So it's really cool to
back
be on
when
this
Ed
list.
was running the tour in the late 70s, early 80s, we spent a lot of time at great small classic ski areas. We'd go to Snowshoe, West Virginia, Camelback, Pennsylvania, up to Michigan, wherever great people like Steve Kelly saw the value in pro ski racing and put on a show for us. And here we go, the show about to begin for the second run for the ladies.
Let's set it up for you again. So they've already
Steve.
ran once. Steve, we'll talk to you in a bit. It's all about the ladies right now. They've ran once. They've swapped sides. Sarah Bennett got blown out on the red course down at the bottom, like a bucking bronco off of one of those bull rides. And the lady next to her, Maxine Van Straan, who's on the red course, she's going to have a 0.6 of advantage lead.
So it looks like Bennett got the jump on her, but as they head to the first jump, we'll determine that when they touch down. It's Bennett with a little bit of a lead, trying to make up 0.6 of a second. It's going to be a strong gate or more to do that. Starting to stretch it out over Maxie, but Maxie staying focused on her course, keeping it close. 0.6 of a second. It's going to be a big margin to make up. Is she going to get it? Maxie's starting to fall a little bit further behind. The clock will tick down across the line. The advantage goes to Bennett, but not near enough. 0.421 she made up, needed to make up 0.6 of a second. On goes Maxine and Strine into the quarterfinal rounds.
You know what that was, Kevin? That was some smart skiing by Maxine, knowing that Sarah's quick. She won yesterday, and she stayed on her game. She did not concede and said, I got 0.6 of advantage, and it paid dividends for her as she's going on to the Final Four. Sarah, tough luck, but that's racing when it's going head-to-head, isn't it? You'll be sidelined and rooting everybody on. Let's see who Maxine's going to go up against. It's going to be Brianna Weston on the blue course this time. The Norwegian, going to Plymouth State University. She will go, Brie Weston from Boston College. She's on the blue course. Marlene Krohn, the Norwegian, Plymouth State University. She is on the red course this time. On course.
So on track they go. The Norwegian passed on the first run. She's over the red course's side. It looks like Weston got a good start up there, pulling away now. She needs to make up a 0.347. Does Weston? Into the second jump they go. The margin is closed up. Looks like Nora's got her handle right now. Nora over the red course's run, starts to pull away. She holds a 0.347 across the line. She goes. So Krohn wins the run, 0.077077. Back-to-back victories. On she will go to face Maxine Van Strine.
There you go, Krohn. There you go. Solid skiing by the Norwegian at Plymouth State University. Lots of fans cheering her on. She took 4th yesterday. She can do no worse than that again today. Now it's going to go Nora Brand, the German, against Jasmine Whitaker. Nora's got a 0.477 advantage. They're going to swap courses. So Nora is on the blue course this time. Or Jasmine is on the red. She's into drinking Sun Cruisers. That's right. Whitaker into it. Right now she's focusing on skiing. The gates are open.
Brand quick out of the start. Got a little bit of a jump on Whitaker. She holds that 4.77 advantage, and she's on that blue side now. With the advantage, not by much, but with almost a half a second in the back pocket, she can control the pace, save the energy for the next upcoming round, narrowing the field of 4 racers. It's that third pair coming down the hill. It's going to be the German across the line first, and she will advance into the quarterfinal round. Who will she be facing? Curvin and Wardle coming at you next. Brand winning the run by .024. Big hugs in the finish corral. On we go.
Nice skiing, Nora Brand. Walked away with that Spirit Award by Mazda, $750 richer, with a big smile on her face after third place yesterday. As said just a moment ago, it's going to be Michelle Curvin against Galina Wardle this time. Galina will be on the red course, Michelle Curvin on the blue. It's a battle of USA versus Sweden. The advantage goes to Wardle with .6.
So Wardle with that big gap. Probably see her ski like Brand did. Try to pace your competitors. Stay with them. You know you don't have to win it by a lot, so no sense in putting out any extra energy because we've got a lot of runs left to go here. This will finish the quarterfinal round for the ladies once they come out on start and determine that final 4, the quarters.
Wardle on the red, 5-time member of the U.S. ski team and NCAA All-American, University of Denver Pioneers. She speaks 4 languages, and she's versed in the way of skiing. Obviously, she took runner-up yesterday. See if she can't climb on top of that podium. Michelle Curvin out of Boston. She's a Swede, experienced racer with some unfinished business. Came out of retirement for one more run. University of Utah is where she got her education, and she likes bananas on pizza and tacos just like you, Kevin. Amazing.
One of the Utes. So cool to have all these great ski racing colleges join us on the World Pro Skier. So many of these athletes are rookies on tour, and they're just so stoked. They said this is so much fun.
Oh my, look at that. The colors are changing. We're seeing things. It's going orange to green. It's open.
So out on track goes Galina Wardle. So yesterday Wardle was a number 2 in the overall, holds a 6/10 advantage after the first round. Again, she's probably going to try to save some energy, but you can't hold back at all. You make a costly mistake. It's all Wardle here to second run with that 6/10 advantage as she heads for the Tenney jump, and across the line she will go and move into the quarterfinals to face off against Nora Brand.
Okay, so that's a battle second from yesterday. That's going to be exciting for Brandon Wardle, the German against USA's own. So from 8 down to 4, that wraps that up. We now shift it on back over to the dudes, and they're going to get their second run of the quarterfinals.
So 1 run under their belt, 4 check with the advantage over Hunter Roach.
This just in, the weather's here and you're beautiful. That's right, you are in New Hampshire. Tenney Mountain is the location. This is the New Hampshire Pro Open by Tough Shed, 2026 edition of the World Pro Ski Tour. And the voice you're hearing next to me is Kevin Clark.
And my good friend Uncle Lee, the other voice.
Yep, they're not paying us by the word, folks. No, they're not, but we're paid to talk about skiing.
You would be a millionaire, Uncle Lee. Millions of words.
Penny per word. Time for true or false, Kevin, and this is for you people on the chairlift also. If you doubled pennies for 30 days, so 2, 4, 8, 16, so on and so forth. If you doubled pennies for 30 days, you'd have over $5 million. True or false?
False.
I'm sorry, Kevin, that's true. Yeah, so the goal there is to save your pennies, okay? Although they're not going to be producing them anymore.
Or pay better attention in math class.
Yeah, it's 2 to the 30th exponential power. Really where it changes gears is right around the 27, I think. $500,000. It
doubles again.
It doubles again to $1 million, then $2 million, and so on and so forth. So there's your absolutely useless fact of the hour. Thanks, brought to you by the Pro Tour.
Gotta love it. Keeping it light, keeping it fun. World Pro Ski Tour is all about the fun meter. I see the fun meter on your backpack.
Yeah.
It's pegged.
Pegged.
Always pegged.
If you're not having fun, why are you doing it? Hey, for you folks watching on YouTube or the Facebook channel, we're going to take a little sabbatical, a respite, drink some water, and let some commercials roll. We'll be back with more racing when we come back.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use the exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
Let's meet at the intersection of security, innovation, and agility to excel in today's complex digital business world. Let's meet an increasingly connected world with clear vision and realize its impact on our daily lives. Let's meet the demands of a new kind of workforce and enable employees to work smarter and live better. Let's meet the next technological frontier together. Blue Mantis.
Now we're coming back to the webcast. Take it away, Kevin.
Welcome back to the World Pro Ski Tour here at Tenney Mountain. We're about to start the second round of the quarterfinals. It's the men, Philippe Forchek and Hunter Roach, getting behind the start doors. So battle it out here. Forchek with the advantage over Roach by 0.577. He's moved over to the blue course side. Then it's Azarelli, the Canadian, with a 0.6 advantage over Keegan Burke. Trouble on that first run in the quarterfinals. And then it's Luke Keering, who made his way to the podium yesterday. Keering, huge guy, man. He could just power through it. Keering was third yesterday. He has the advantage over Alex Bruckner, Mazda Spirit Award winner. And then Isaac Hedstrom, the Swede, facing Gray Flanagan, your second fastest qualifier and number 2 on the podium yesterday to Forchek. So the cream rises to the top in pro ski racing as we work our way through the rounds. I can see them slotted behind the gates at the top. Forchek now on the blue side carries that 0.577 advantage as Kevin Kiley, our official starter, activates the start clock, which sets off the drag front. 5-yard green. Forchek, a master of the start.
Yeah, he's
good.
good.
Are skiing. You can ski down and check out the start. Super exciting to watch these guys come out of the start, watch the interaction with the athletes before they run, which is super cool to see who's got what kind of, preparations they make mentally, stretching and trash talking each other. We used to have a couple guys on tour that were really trash talkers.
Yeah,
Garrett
that's
Driller.
just fun.
Garrett
Yeah.
Driller was bad. He would yell at you, "I'm going to kick your butt." While he was in the start gate over the other guys, like, what's going on here?
Yeah, what is happening? In the mogul tour days, Karen Boyle would look across over at you and say, "I'm really sorry."
Really sorry.
Just before you even started, like, for what? For beating your AWS?
You're
You're
already at a disadvantage mentally.
Totally. All right, Hunter Roach has got a disadvantage by almost 0.6 of a second. He needs to make up a lot of time. He needs to do everything in his power.
So the rookie from the United States, he's going to figure that start out. Here we go.
Yeah, you're going against an Olympian. Philippe Forchek on the blue course. They're off and
green
running.
and out on track. Both these athletes come. So Forchek, watch him kind of pace. He's going to get down in his tuck and just let the skis run with minimum amount of energy into it. So he's got some juice for the later rounds. Forchek out front, making it look easy over the tough shed jump. It's Forchek with about a half a second lead after the first run. Clean and smooth. Crossing the finish line, he will go into the semifinals. On goes Forchek.
Sense of smell is unusually strong with that one. The force is strong with Forchek. Nice job, buddy boy. You're moving on to the next round, and you're going to go up against Mazellier from Canada, who loves Italian food, and he's going to go against Keegan Burke. That's right, one of the 2 White Rhino team members. Burke over on the red course. 5 kids. The eldest is 14. The youngest is 7 months. And we'll see what happens here. The advantage goes to Mazellier with 0.6. So again, Burke has
a tough one for Burke, man, to try to make up 0.6. You have to hope for a mistake. You got to come out of there strong. You got to try to put the pressure on right from the start, and out on course they go. Burke on the red side. Hetney, Canadian, on the blue. Again, he's got 0.6 of advantage. So he's going to ski it clean, ski it smooth, ski it smart. Just stay in the groove. You got to stay in the groove that's developed out there. Off the bottom jump. Burke trying to fight back for everything he can. He had trouble right here last run, smooths it out now, but it's going to be the Canadian on into the semifinals to face Philippe Forchek. Cellier.
Yeah, Maz raised on the slopes of Stoneham. He's a powerhouse in GS and Slalom. World Junior Champion with 21 FIS wins. So, Mazelier, Maz, good luck. Hey, Keegan Burke and Brother Cannon, always a slice of heaven to have you guys in the mix. Let's shoot some Fresca and diet whiskey later on. How do you say, huh? I think they got like 18 kids between the two brothers. Let's go. And the wives are certain they're all theirs. Luke Kearing, you're a Carrabassett Valley guy. You're on the blue course, and you got to lead by 0.5 of a second over to the CU buff, Alex Berkner. 9 Olympians and 20 Olympic appearances in his family lineage, so you know he's got the skills. Kearing on the blue, Berkner on the red. Colors are changing. I'm seeing things, and the gate opens up now.
So, strong starts on both courses as they drop down that giant mound made by the groomers here. Give these guys some energy coming out of the start. And it's, again, Kearing with the advantage after the first run. He's on the blue course side and out in front over Berkner. The big man, Luke Kearing. Pressure into ski, gets some energy out of it. He makes those 165s look like 145s.
Yeah, he's doing
across the line he goes.
Skis.
Winning both runs. Luke Kearing, a .198 over your Mazda Spirit Award winner, Alex Berkner.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Nice job, Kearing. Way to put the hammer down on those little skis, the big man. Let's go on to Sweden versus Burlington, Vermont's own Gray Flanagan. Flanagan's got a 0.6 lead, .137,
Yeah,
so a
close one.
slim margin. I've been liking Hedstrom's skiing, the 25-year-old from Sweden, Åre, Sweden.
He was leading that run until Flanagan, turned up the afterburners and closed in on him at the bottom here and turned it around. So look for Hedstrom to put some serious pressure on. So far, 4 check in, and then the Canadian, Zellier, he's in there. Knocking out Keegan Burke. Burke made it to the semifinals yesterday.
Yeah, 4th place.
So Burke
Colors are
finds
changing.
himself
There we go.
on
Gates open. Here we are, off and running. Flanagan on the red. Blue is Hedstrom.
So Flanagan with that advantage. He's chasing now. Hedstrom out in front. On that blue side is Flanagan, your number 2 qualifier, getting the pressure now. Here comes Flanagan, though, on the red. Chasing still. Flanagan going for a little bit of a ride. Here he comes, straighten it out. Have to go to the clock.
Wrong skiing.
Flanagan wins it again by a narrow margin. Chased all the way down there. Called that one close. Wins it by .123. He's pumped and psyched for that. So, back to the semifinals goes Flanagan. The face-off against Kearing.
Hedstrom, I'm telling you, if Flanagan wasn't on that course next to you, you would have won that one. Nice skiing. That was impressive stuff by both you guys.
Comebacks on both runs. That was
right?
a scary one.
Flanagan learned a little something yesterday. Likes the way this Pro Tour is treating him. And we have chopped it down from 16 to 8 to a Final 4 for the dudes and the ladies. So you're seeing some fun stuff happening, and we thank you for being here today for the New Hampshire Pro Open by Surefoot. Day 3 of 3. Thanks to Steve Kelly and his entire organization at Tenney Mountain for making this come to life. And we hope you're enjoying your last day of February 2026.
So now we will go back to the top with the ladies. And an upset, finding Sarah Bennett out, yesterday's winner. Fastest in qualifying, had trouble coming off that last jump, cost her dearly, 0.6 of a second. Bennett made up 4.42 on that second run, but not enough. Upset Maxine. So Maxine facing against yesterday's 3rd place finisher, Crone. Excuse me, 4th place finisher was Crone.
Yeah, Maxine not near the podium yesterday. There's only 8 gals here.
Brand, Wardle, and Crone, both top 3 skiers yesterday in the mix again. As we wait for those ladies to get lined up. Looks like they're moving behind the start doors now. Kevin Kiley up there, along with help from his 2 kids are here and his wife this weekend.
Yeah.
Charlotte and Catherine closing the doors on their respective.
Great
as we
family
keep
affair.
things flowing. Claire out, free skiing around, having fun.
Good free skiing out there. Great snow you guys have. What a wonderful winter. We've been hearing out west how good the snow is out east. Good to put the edges to the test out here. Great grooming, great trails, and now we're ready for some race. race, and the wind pushing fine there, folks. A little bit of moisture. Snain, we'll call it, forecasted for a little bit this afternoon. And we're ready for Maxine von Streen from Canada out of Blue Mountain. She's on the red course. Over on the other side, the Norwegian from Plymouth State University, 4th place yesterday, Marlene Sophie Krohn. We're waiting for.
Pretty cool. Both Plymouth State athletes facing off. And both these ladies helped us out before the event started. Get things set up on the hill. Super cool. They're super psyched they got involved. They had a couple of the Plymouth State athletes before running. They were disappointed they did not sign up after they ran, saying, "This is so much fun."
Yeah, why am I not doing this? Yep.
I was a little bit afraid at first, but now this is the best.
Well, Marlene, into cooking, biking, and surfing, left home at the age of 15 years of age to race all over the place, and she is attending Plymouth State University, getting education in finance. What?
All right, looks like we're ready to go. Getting all the athletes lined up behind them so we keep the flow going once we start. About that rope tow over there, Uncle Lee. Did you go?
Not yet.
Did
not
you
yet.
Take some laps in the park.
I'm excited for it. Here goes some colors. Green, gates open. Here we go. It's on the Canadian red and Krohn in the blue.
Maxie with a strong start over Krohn in their first of 2 runs in the semifinals, touching down ahead of Krohn. Maxie settling into the groove now. Comes Krohn, trying to get some more energy out of the ski and even it up at the mid part over the tough shed. It's still Maxie out front. Good clean skiing, good energy at the top of the turn, skiing smart, but here comes Krohn at the finish line. Looks like it'll be Max going to cross the line first, winning the run by .174. Awesome skiing, patient skiing, getting that skiing edge at the top of the turn and releasing it just in a precise moment to get the energy out of it. Held on to that lead all the way down the hill. So taking away a 174 in their first of 2 runs.
Nice job, Maxie. Nice job. You got one more run. Head back up top. Lickety split. We'll do it all over again. Now it's time for Nora Brand, the German, 3rd place yesterday, over on the red right-hand side. Galena Wardle out of Basalt, Colorado, the Roaring Fork Valley near Aspen, the site of next week's World Pro Ski Tour. They're locked and loaded. We wait for the start.
So the lights go yellow. 6 then green, the horn sounds, doors open up. Looks like a stronger start on the blue side from my perspective. Wardle getting out a little bit quicker, but touching down off the first bump. We give you the true perspective. Yes, it is. Out in front over on the blue side. Wardle pulling away now from Nora Brand. Brand's trying to close the gap. Into the tough shed jump they go. Looks like Brand has made up some ground here into the Tenney jump with 3 gates to go. It's Brand maybe with an advantage. This is a close one. I think it's going to be Brand to the line first. She gets it done by .097 for Nora Brand. That was the closest race of the day for the ladies here. .097 to Brand.
Ladies, head back up top. Brand and Wardle going to fight for the right to party into the finals, and the one who does not make it goes to the small final. So you see how this is shaping up. Hey, this just in. While we wait for the guys, this just in. I'm supposed to announce this. Fisher Sports has decided, listen to this. Fisher Sports, you see the yellow tent? If you're on a chairlift looking down, there's a yellow Fisher tent. They've decided to generously give a pair of 103s, Fisher Ranger 103s, which are phenomenal all-around skis, for free. It's a raffle. What you need to do is look for someone in the World Pro Ski Tour jacket. Any official person in a WPST jacket, handing them out. The raffle is free. You just need to find someone, they'll hand you a ticket, and you must be present to win. So come on up this way. If you're on the lift, ski down. We probably have another, I'll say, 30-plus minutes until we have this race wrapped up. Maybe, let's say 45, and then after that we do the prize giving or the awards right at the base underneath the Jumbotron there, and we will do the raffle for a free pair of Fisher Ranger 103s.
You got to be here to win.
Got to be present.
Say, watch and win.
Watch and win, baby.
Bob says he's going to get his raffle.
Our timer has left the building. Not eligible for guys whose last names start with U.
So, get on over here. Get yourself a raffle ticket from the World Pro Ski Tour staff. See Susan in the merch tent. All kinds of cool World Pro Ski Tour hats and hoodies and T-shirts. So, grab your stuff. Talk folks from Tough Shed. They can talk to you about building a shed for all your stuff. My buddy just put a Tough Shed garage in his house. He tuned
In his
skis
house?
out
He
there.
put it in his house?
It was right.
Oh.
At his house.
Right in the kitchen. Honey, look what I done. I put a Tough Shed right in the kitchen.
So.
Good living. Good living.
And you could come demo fish your skis.
Yes, you can.
Luckily.
Right down there.
So.
Jan spent all night waxing, not just his back, but the skis also. He said it was a very interesting situation, but he got it done. It's a pleasure to be here.
So the men, first run of semis, getting slotted into start doors.
They switching over right
in
now.
that run shortly.
Are the girls up next, or is that all the guys?
I think it's the girls, just 4 now. Because they did girls of 8, and now I think it's 4.
You know what we're doing later on today, Kev?
Yeah.
Back in the trailer.
That's true. You're doing. Yes. I happen to travel with some of Shane McConkey, the legend Shane, with me. His wife and child Ayla were so kind enough to allow me a scoop of Shane's ashes a few years ago, and I carry him with me everywhere I go. We just deposited Shane all over Europe, and today my friend Jay Waller and his daughter we're gonna cruise up and find a nice spot to spread some of Shane's ashes, because he was a skier through and through. He loved every day of skiing that he had, and he was arguably the most influential person of the 21st century in skiing, because every ski that you are skiing on right now has reverse camber on it for the most part, and Shane had a lot to do with that. So we thank McConkey for his love, and we carry him with us no matter where we are and where we go, and his memory lives on.
Lots of folks on the hills. We watch the big camera here as we wait for the round to begin. Enjoying their day out. Some great snow, warm temperatures. Oh, ripping through the twisties through the woods here. Good stuff.
Yep,
So
all
I think
shapes and sizes.
That vantage point right there, you can see, I think, probably the first jump. If you stop there and look back up the hill, that trail winds along parallel to the race trail. In and out of the woods it turns. So this guy stops and grabs the fence.
Yeah, I'm taking this rope with me.
That's what happens when you don't have ski poles.
Maxine Van Streen. Maxie going against Marlene Sophia Krohn, both Plymouth State University. 174.174 is the advantage for Maxie. If she takes the victory here, she'll go on to the finals. She will join either Nora Brand or Galina Wardle, who had good success yesterday.
Those guys can thank Barrett Stein for trying to get all these athletes to sign up. Plymouth State stepped up and taking some cash away from the state college athletes. You have to buy some ramen. How we doing, Bob?
I love when I hear someone yell through the window, "Yeah, you want any cheeseburgers?"
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Ooh, Bobby. Your friend Bobby
We're
C.
excited about the cheeseburgers that are going to be thrown through the window here.
Not at all. That happens. Your friends stop up the timing building offering food and things.
Just a voice coming through here. Hey, you want a cheeseburger? Yes, please.
No fries.
Just cheeseburger. All right, we're getting them loaded, slowly but surely. Thank you again to the Gap Sports Group for their love and support and everything that they got going on. Power Eco. Let me tell you this. The Power Eco available for sale at the merchandise tent right down below us in the finish area. If you're looking up at the big screen, just to the left of that, we've got Vendor Row. Power Eco Boost are these portable chargers about the size of your phone, and they plug into your phone, so you have mobile power. Saved our hides way back deep in the backcountry in Italy. Phones were dying, and
you pulled your power boost out.
Power was there. Thank you. Yeah, Chris McCutcheon and company. He said to me, he goes, this thing's phenomenal. I go to these festivals where, you know, these EDM festivals where they're going on all day and all night, and people's phone dies. And he says, what a great opportunity to sell these things to people that need them, and he does just that.
Here you go.
Yeah.
I pulled one out of my E-stem box for my back, and I'm like, haven't seen that in 8 months. Pushed a button, full power.
Still on.
Full power.
Oh.
Like, nice.
Look at that.
So, stayed charged for a long time. Awesome.
U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame. Where is it, Kevin? Do you know?
It's in...
It's a tough name to say.
Minnesota, I believe.
Ipswich, Michigan.
Michigan.
Yes.
Minnesota. Close.
Yep.
Michigan.
Ipswich, Michigan. They have a... every year there's a Hall of Fame induction. Why is it Michigan, you ask? Well, a lot of settlers from Norway, yes, ended up coming over and settling in the Upper Peninsula. That's where, you know, Yoopers, exactly. Like Nick Baumgartner. If you guys watched any of the Olympics, obviously you saw Snoop Dogg. If you followed Nick Baumgartner, if you don't follow him on social media, he's a Youper. He took 7th at 44 years of age in border cross after winning a gold over in China.
Oh my God.
He's a Youper. He's very proud of it. And anyway, a lot of skiing history up in the Upper Peninsula. That's why the Hall of Fame ended up there. Okay, here we go, back to the racing. Enough of this history stuff. We're going on the guys.
So first run of the semifinal rounds. Forecheck, Mazelier coming at you out of the start. Looks like Mazelier, a little bit of jump on Forecheck in the middle section of the course. Mazelier out in front over Forecheck. Yesterday's winner, number 2 in the overall tour, but this is where Forecheck shines, right at the bottom here. He can freight train away, but he's not happening right now. Forecheck makes a mistake, and off course he goes.
What?
That was costly. A 6/10 of advantage. I don't know what happened. He kind of just lost it outside ski and stood it up.
You mean to tell me that guy he's human? What the? Forecheck DNF on that one, so 0.6 advantage. Forecheck just a momentary lapse of reason. Let's see what happens again here.
Wow.
Coming in and gets a little hung up there, throws off his game plan. Yep, and did not. He had way too straight of a line coming out of that. And smart skiing by Forecheck, knowing he did not need to do anything out of the crazy ordinary. See if he can make that up on the next one. So big break for Etienne Mazelier. Let's go on to Luke Kearing on the red course. Gray Flanagan, second place yesterday. Civil engineering at the University of Vermont. Transferred from St. Michael's College. That's gray on the blue course. The colors will change. It's going to go green. The gates open and we're racing.
Bang, out on track they go. Looks like a strong start for Kearing on the red side as they make their way into the Mazda jump. Kearing has the advantage now. Left Flanagan behind. Flanagan quick and sure-footed through the middle part of the course. Trying to make up some ground. Got to stay focused on your own course. The big guy, he is out in front and pulling away. Flanagan trying to do anything he can to keep it close at the bottom. Here comes Flanagan. It's still the big man across the line first. Kearing going to win the run by .203. Flanagan got left flat-footed in the start. Made up some ground, but Kearing wins it by .203 in their first to 2 in the semis.
Good skiing by both you lads there. So Forecheck getting swiped by Mazelier on the first round, and Kearing taking a 0.2 of a second advantage over Flanagan. They'll have one more run each. The ladies will shift now to their second run in this final four. The victors of these next two races will go to the finals. The runners-up will go to the small final. We're getting them loaded in here.
Maxie and Marlena ready to go. Here she comes. Switching courses now. Crone in the red. Maxie over the blue.
Both hailing from Plymouth State University. The Canadian, Van Streen, Maxie, she is on the blue course. The Norwegian, 4th place yesterday. Crone, she's on the red course. Colors change, lights change, gates open, off.
Out on track they go. Crone chasing Maxey after the first run. Won the run by .174. Does she have it here in the second run? Crone over on the red side, chasing now. Both Plymouth State College skiers over the bottom jump or middle jump they go. Anybody's race at this point with a narrow margin for Maxey, who is now on that blue course side. Let's see who gets it done first. Across the line she goes. Maxey backs it up with another win there. Close one, 0.078 on. She will go into the championship round.
They're going crazy at Plymouth State.
Right.
They're going crazy.
So winning margin, .078. Taking both runs. Guess you figured out this pro format, Maxey.
Yeah, Max. Nice job coming from Blue Mountain, Ontario. Solid as a rock. You're going to the finals. You're going to join the likes of Nora Brand, who's on the blue course this time around, going up against Roaring Fork Valley's own Galena Wardle. Took second place yesterday. She could do no worse than fourth right now, and the differential in this one is just a blink of an eye, .097, held by Brand.
Too close to call.
Too close to call. Look at those colors change. Green means go, off and running.
Out on track go. Final run here in the quarterfinals determines who's going to face off in the finals. The other two athletes will race for the Consi rounds. As we're focused on this round right now, anybody's race with Brand holding the advantage after the first run on the blue course side. Looks like she might have an advantage. Can't tell from here. Too close to call. Looks like Brand might have it now. Oh, again, just as even as could be. Across the line they go. Looks like Red gets it done there. Wardle winning the run by .165. A .165 makes it up over Brand, who had a .097. Onward go. Wardle taking it. Nice gumption. Way to stick with it there. So it's going to be Wardle and Maxime Van Strand going on. The Battle of North America. Canada versus USA. And then Crone, the Norwegian, going against Brand in the small final. That's coming up in just a little bit. Stick with us here as we're going to load the dudes up for their second run of the Final Four. That'll be next up. Can't do this event without sponsors. Again, made for what moves you. The CX-50, CX-70, CX-90, even the CX-30. You need a vehicle that's going to work for you. Mazda, the official car and SUV of the World Pro Ski Tour. Thank you. Merci, Dankeschön, Shinshin. Tough Shed, official partner of the World Pro Ski Tour. They got a booth here. Go talk to Hal and company. Tough Shed, more than a great backyard shed. 1 million of them since 1981 have been erected and built around the world. Surefoot, official supplier to the World Pro Ski Tour. The difference between good skiing and great skiing is Surefoot. Good boot, good footbed, great comfort, great fit, and great performance. Blue Mantis is a security-first IT solutions and service provider with a 30-year history of successfully helping clients achieve business modernization by applying next-generation technologies, including managed services, cybersecurity, and cloud. Whew, that's a long sentence. Thank you. Blue Mantis. Locked in, official sponsor of the New Hampshire Pro Open, world's largest independent insurance broker, providing risk management, insurance, employee benefits, and retirement services for businesses and individuals globally. Locked in has over 140 offices and 13,000 insurance specialists around the globe, including Sweden, Norway, and Denmark. Kevin, looks like we are ready for the guys. They're up top. It's going to be Forcheck against the ropes. So this is going to be an interesting one. Forcheck is trailing.
That's rare.
He skied off course uncharacteristically for Forcheck. Just lost that outside ski a little. He knew he wasn't going to make that next gate, so he opted to not do anything foolish. And
smart. Again, listen carefully. Anyone that has ears and can hear this, if you want to win a pair of Fisher Ranger 103 skis, valued at a lot of money, they'll be free for you if you win. The raffle is free. Look for someone right now in the finish area with a World Pro Ski Tour jacket handing those raffle tickets out. Again, you must be present to win. Fisher Ranger 103s, priceless pair of skis to make your thank you Fisher Sport. Raffle is free. Find someone in a World Pro Ski Tour jacket, handing out raffle prizes after the awards ceremony, or maybe even during, whatever Kevin feels like.
I bet you can get a raffle ticket right from the guys in the Fisher tent.
That would make sense. Find the yellow Fisher tent. It's bright yellow. and ask them for a ticket.
He used to ski on C4s. He's got this cool classic Fisher C4 sweatshirt on. So, speaking of sweatshirts, stop over and see Susan Jacobs at the merch tent. Get yourself a hat, a hoodie, a T-shirt for the World Pro Ski Tour. Big thanks to Susan running the merch. Here we go. Back to the start. Doors are going to open up. Can forecheck make up 0.6 of a second to Mazelier? Out on track they go. Forecheck going to give it all he's got. Mazelier right there with him as they touch down off that first jump. Forecheck a little bit behind maybe on the blue course side. Mazelier with a great first run, and forecheck with a costly mistake, and forecheck trailing now. We see forecheck moving down into the Consi rounds. It's going to be Mazelier moving on to the finals here today, upsetting the order from yesterday. Tenney Mazelier.
Nice job, Maz. Etienne Mazelier from Quebec City, Canada. The Quebecois. Tabarnak, I tell you, that was some great racing, my friend. That was good living. So he's going on to the finals. Forecheck can do no worse than fourth. He'll go to the small final, where he'll go up against the second place contestant in this next heat. It's Luke carrying over on the blue course, the senior at Harvard ski team. Loves running the downhill circuit, the NORAM side of things. Over here, next to him, Gray Flanagan took second yesterday out of Burlington, Vermont. Civil engineering is what he's studying at the University of Vermont. And here they go.
Yellows turn on. 5 of them to go, and then the lights will turn green. Kearing with the advantage now on the blue side. Good, powerful start from Kearing over Flanagan. These are guys at the podium finishers yesterday. Kearing out in front and carries that advantage of 2/10 after the first run, putting the pressure on Flanagan. It's the big guy, Luke Kearing, out in front convincingly here. Looks like Luke has got this one covered. Here comes charging hard is Flanagan. No, not going to get it done. He needed to make up a bunch of time, need to make up 2/10. But it's big guy Luke Kearing moving into the finals to face off against Tenney Mazelier.
Nice job, Kearing. Way to hammer down with multiple FIS wins. U16 national champion. Took third yesterday. He's going to the finals. Could do no worse than second place. And that means Flanagan, who took second yesterday, is going to go up against yesterday's winner. So interesting turn of events. The finals yesterday will be the small final today.
So that margin that was at that last run was only 3/1000ths of a second. So Flanagan almost made it up there, trying to make up 2/10. Got a little piece of it.
Look at the tough shed
finish cam.
Finish line cam right here. You'll see the athletes come through
Watch
there.
him stretch for it.
3/100ths, you said?
Yeah.
Woo! That's
thousands.
3/1000ths. That's a blink of an eye. Again, you want some free skis? Go to the Fisher tent. Find a World Pro Ski Tour individual to hand you a ticket, and that's good for a raffle. We'll do that raffle at the awards. So free skis from Fisher Ranger 103s. Free for you and me.
You have to be there while we're doing the awards.
You have to be there. So we're gonna rattle off some numbers on the tickets that are handed to you, and we want you to scream and shout when you win it. And yeah.
So good to see Maxie punch it in there. Find herself in the finals against Galina Wardle. She's developed some confidence over the jumps, figured out the starts. So anybody's race. Wardle strong as usual. Second place yesterday. Can Maxie upset that? As Brandon Crone will be the consies. They'll go first in this round for the ladies.
Back at the sponsor list. Without them, we can't do this. Urban Associates, it's ERBAN Associates, is a family wealth advisory firm built on the values of family trust, experience, and solid planning. Thank you, Urban Associates. As well as KLR is a top 100 New England-based public accounting advisory firm providing insurance, tax, and business advisory services to private and publicly held companies. It is tax season, folks. Make sure you get it in. There are two things that are most certain in this lifetime: death and taxes. That's right. A tax is a fee for doing well, where a fine is a tax for not doing so right. As I've learned, I got no problem paying taxes in this wonderful country. The red is for bloodshed, for those that have sacrificed their lives to keep us free. The white is for peace and unity. The blue is for courage and valor in the office of Chief of Staff. Whether you agree with what's going on politically or not, we are in a fantastic country. Unless you have traveled around and seen other stuff going on here and there and everywhere, you would not know how great we have it in the United States. So here's a big shout out to all members of the military, past, present, and into the future, keeping and affording us this fantastic freedom and getting to ski on these wonderful slopes. And even furthermore, we want to thank the mystery man who just threw a couple of hamburgers our way.
That's my friend Bobby lives right here in Rumney.
Bobby?
Bobby C, we call him.
I'm calling Bobby Burger.
Bobby Burger.
Yeah.
Bobby hollers up from the snow level. You guys want burgers? Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Look at this. Yes, I'm going to get in there and get a bite right now.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there on this burger.
Stand
we got
by.
great food here in the Base Lodge. They've been taking care of us all week long. Delicious burgers, steaks, good stuff here.
I'm not sure I can do the onions. It's not fair to do onions to your fellow announcer.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Going open face. All right.
We're doing it, folks.
It's a mistake as an announcer to eat anything before you're about to announce.
You know what? I'm going to make that mistake right now.
Going in. Oh, yeah. Staff here.
That's good.
Great burgers. Get yourself a burger.
All right, as we digest the first bite of this delicious burger by Bob. Thanks, Bob. For the finals. All right, we're going to throw it to a commercial for you folks watching online so you don't need to see us eat our burger. And we'll be back with the small finals and the finals here from Tenney Mountain for the World Pro Ski Tour.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Have you ever noticed the farther you get from home, the closer you get to where you belong? The fuel efficiency and craftsmanship of the Mazda CX-50 Hybrid make every trip the scenic route. Welcome to the Outerverse. Welcome to the Mazda CX-50 Hybrid.
Buy Tough. Call for the store. Here's Jude. Tough. Buy Tough.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
Wealth management is complicated. Life is complicated. One of the things that we consistently hear from our clients is that working with our firm enables them to do more of what they love to do and less of what they don't wish to do.
We are a full-service investment and wealth management firm.
We help clients define their goals. We help them think through their legacy. What we do is really bring it all together.
We believe all of our clients are on a journey and that it's our job to help them in each and every step of that journey.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the World Wide Web. Final. It's going to go ladies, then men, and then to the finals, lady, then men. And we'll repeat that. As per usual with World Pro Ski Tour stats, we let everybody run this thing twice.
So
I'm Uncle Lee alongside Kevin Clark, and we're enjoying cheeseburgers.
So there'll be Crone and Brand. That small final will go first. Don't see him in the gates yet, but yep. So a bracket on the screen out there for everybody to check out. That was, that's yesterday's bracket. No, that's yesterday's bracket. There we go. There's the ladies bracket up there now.
Yeah, 16 men started the day. We're down to 4. Small final, and then men's, and then 8 women started the day. We're down to 4. Small final into the final. It's going to be first Marlene Sophie Krohn out of Plymouth State University. 4th place yesterday. Can she do one spot better today? We'll see if that happens. But if Nora Brand from Germany has anything to say about it, yesterday's Mazda Spirit Award winner out of Germany, we'll see if she can get an equal 3rd again today and walk away with another $2,000 prize. First time back in the U.S. after graduating college. Excited to be back racing, says Nora Brand.
Big thanks to the snowmobile drivers here. These guys have been shuttling these guys back and forth and up and down all day long and helping us out move equipment and gear all week long here with a dedicated crew, doing it with a smile on their face the whole time. They're psyched to have us here. Great racing. They appreciate the athleticism, the quality of the competition. So big thanks, guys. Keep it moving.
Yep. All the way around.
Mark's crew is top shelf here.
In the finals, we'll have Maxine von Strand against Galina Wardle. We'll get to that in a bit. I'm going to go make some turns after this because skiing's fun.
Skiing is fun. You know you got good athletes on your ski team. When you get done gate training there, just stay out.
Yeah.
Rip more runs.
That's it.
Those are the kids that
really
want it.
You know how you get good at skiing?
Ski more.
You ski more. That's it. Time. They say 10,000 hours what it takes to become a professional.
When you really think about how little time you get to train as an athlete. So what do you get? 6 or 8 training runs in at 30 or 40 seconds? You do the math. It's not a lot. So you really got to dedicate all your time to being on the snow.
And exactly, and if the chairlift is not fast, you're not getting back up there, and you have a lot of people in your club, there's less time, right?
So I really encourage deliberative skiing at all times. There's nothing that bugs me more is a kid skiing down to a training course, hacking, skidding turns, and smearing turns, and I go, deliberative skiing. Every single turn is made with a reason, made to find your balance, made to find that center of mass. You see World Cup athletes do it all the time. Slow speed skiing, putting the skis on edge, releasing them, edge set drills, just all kinds of different precision moves.
I know where you're going with that, but let's focus on some racing. Here we go, folks. It's the likes of Nora Brand from Germany. She's on the left-hand side of the blue course looking up. Marlene Krohn, Plymouth State University, the Norwegian. It's a battle of Europe here. Germany against Norway. The gates are going to open up right about now, and they're off.
Oh, looks like Krohn with a big start there, getting the jump. Brand on the blue course side. Brand, wow, she really got a strong start. Krohn came up against the doors and stopped her forward momentum, and she cost her dearly in their first of 2 runs in that semifinals consolation round, So off the bottom jump, it's all Brand at the finish line, winning the run by max differential. So Nora Brand, pick point 6.
Yeah.
So crucial to get the timing down on those doors, and sometimes you got to just take a chance and try to go for it, and it stopped her dead in her tracks, had to reset, push back, and start again. So crucial to start. Here we go.
Okay, here is the setup for the final race. There's going to be 2 of them. They're going to swap courses after this. It's Maxine von Strand from Canada. She's featured... Excuse me, we are now going to the men's
small final.
Men's small final. We'll see what we're doing here. It's Forchek against Flanagan. So Forchek, Chechia over on the red course. Flanagan, yesterday's second place athlete. He is on the blue course.
As you said earlier, Uncle Lee, this is a mirror image of yesterday's final round with these 2 battling for 3rd and 4th yesterday.
Yep, and there we go with the rubber chicken. Start, and they're off.
Oh, there goes Forchek with his signature power start. He's out in front, drops in the bullet over the Mazda banner, skis back to the snow super quick. Never count out Gray Flanagan. He comes on strong at the finish line. Forchek is in control into the tough shed jump. Skis back in the snow again. Quick, getting the energy out of the ski. Good clean runs. Here comes Flanagan, putting the pressure on, but it's going to be Forchek at the line first. Narrow margin of .212. Flanagan made up some ground, but wasn't enough. Forchek had him covered from the start to the finish, but he did make up ground at the bottom there. Good effort by Flanagan.
Yeah, well, as we saw, Voracek is human. He has made a mistake here and there, but Flanagan sticking to his guns right there. We'll see what happens as they're going to go back up and swap courses. That was small final followed by small final. Now we'll set the stage for the ladies' final run number 1. All right, we're ready for Wardle going up against Maxine Von Strand from Canada. So Battle of North America here, and we're ready to rock and roll the first run of 2. Former U.S. ski team, race Division 1 at the University of Denver is Wardle, living in the Roaring Fork Valley. Raspin is the quintessential spot down valley there, up valley. Maxie, Canada, Blue Mountain, Ontario. A cold place, not a lot of vert, but a lot of firm snow to train on. Here we go, and the cowbell is going to come to life once we see the gate open up. Stand by.
All right, waiting for Kevin Kiley to begin the cadence. There they go, rocking back in the tails of their skis. Yellow, 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 then green. The doors will open up, and out on track they go. Maxie with a strong start, gets away. So good effort to get away from Wardle at the start. Maxie touches down with the advantage, but here comes Wardle. Pulling alongside Maxie as they head for the second jump, the Tough Shed jump. Still anybody's race as they touch down their first of 2. It's still Maxine out in front, skiing clean and smart, keeping the energy at the top of the turn. Here comes Wardle trying to make it up at the bottom. It's going to be Maxie crossing the line first, winning the run by 0.136. 0.136. The Maxine, 0.136. That was a dynamite run. Dynamite start. She got it all to start there, Uncle Lee.
Yep.
Left her standing.
That's it, Maxie. 136 advantage. Plymouth State University ski team. Lots of people here rooting her on. Wardle, you got your work cut out for you as you both will head back up at the top. Now it's time for the dudes to do their thing. It's Luke Keering up against the likes of Mazilier. So Luke Keering, he is going to be on the blue course. Etienne Mazilier, the Canadian, of Quebec City, a powerhouse in giant slalom and slalom. He is on the red course. They're going to get 2 runs at this as well. And this is the first of 2. Men's final right here, 1 run of 2.
All right, Mazilier focuses on the course. Keering, here go. Lights go yellow. Green, the doors open up. Oh, strong start on the red course side for Mazilier. Gets the jump over Keering. Into the first jump they go. Mazilier still has a little bit of an edge. Keering big and powerful, trying to close the gap as they head for the Tough Shed jump. Mazilier out front, quick, super quick feet today. Letting those skis release, getting the energy out of the ski and moving it down the hill a little bit wide on the red course side. He's going to win it in a convincingly way in the first of 2 runs. A 0.825. So that's the maximum differential, 0.6 of a second going to Mazilier. Strong skiing, awesome, just kept in the groove, finds himself with that advantage of a 0.60 on the first of 2 runs in the finals.
Good looking skiing, and I saw that Keering got a little hippie around one of those gates there, and it just slowed him down a skosh and opened up the door for Mazilier, the Canadian, moving on with an advantage of 0.6 over Keering. So big advantage right there. We've got 1 more set of races for everything we just saw in the last 4 rounds. And stick with us here.
Yeah, be a minute to get him up to the top there and put that 1 more run down the hill here. That sun trying to come back out. Is that just a bright Fisher flag? Don't forget to come up to the Fisher tent or find where the World Pro Ski Tour employees wandering around the finish corral. Get yourself a raffle ticket to win a free pair of Fisher Ranger skis. Uncle Lee was raving about those skis. Great to have the industry involved with us. Thanks for being here. You can also try some Fisher skis or stop on over and talk to the rep and we'll fill you in on what's new and cool. A lot of the kids on our ski team back at Attitash ski Fishers. Great skis for the young athletes and old alike. Cool new graphic on the Fisher skis. So maybe win yourself a pair of free skis. Stop on by. Check it out. Watch and win here in the finish corral. 1 more run to go for these 4 pair of athletes. So stick with us. We'll be back.
Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
Looking for a ski resort that delivers big mountain fun, where you can maximize your time on the slopes? Welcome to Tenney Mountain, with thrilling runs, 5 times more snowmaking coverage new this year, and a variety of trails for all levels. Tenney offers the ultimate independent resort experience. Tenney features 1,500 feet of vertical drop and 130 acres of terrain, located less than a 2-hour drive from Boston. Join us for the next World Pro Ski Tour in March. Tenney Mountain, perfect for your next winter adventure.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use that exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
Let's meet at the intersection of security, innovation, and agility to excel in today's complex digital business world. Let's meet an increasingly connected world with clear vision and realize its impact on our daily lives. Let's meet the demands of a new kind of workforce and enable employees to work smarter and live better. Let's meet the next technological frontier together. Blue Mantis.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Wealth management is complicated. Life is complicated. One of the things that we consistently hear from our clients is that working with our firm enables them to do more of what they love to do and less of what they don't wish to do.
We are a full-service investment and wealth management firm.
We help clients define their goals. We help them think through their legacy. What we do is really bring it all together.
We believe all of our clients are on a journey and that it's our job to help them in each and every step of that journey.
Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
Have you ever witnessed a once-in-a-lifetime moment of wild beauty? Do you want to? It requires a vehicle capable enough to handle nature's indifference, yet refined enough to keep you awake to its wonders. Every detail considered, so you can just be. Welcome to the Outerverse. Welcome to the Mazda CX-50.
Looking for a ski resort that delivers big mountain fun, where you can maximize your time on the slopes? Welcome to Tenney Mountain, with thrilling runs, 5 times more snowmaking coverage new this year, and a variety of trails for all levels. Tenney offers the ultimate independent resort experience. Tenney features 1,500 feet of vertical drop and 130 acres of terrain, located less than a 2-hour drive from Boston. Join us for the next World Pro Ski Tour in March. Tenney Mountain, perfect for your next winter adventure.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use that exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
Let's meet at the intersection of security, innovation, and agility to excel in today's complex digital business world. Let's meet an increasingly connected world with clear vision and realize its impact on our daily lives. Let's meet the demands of a new kind of workforce and enable employees to work smarter and live better. Let's meet the next technological frontier together. Blue Mantis.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Have you ever noticed that farther you get from home, the closer you get to where you belong? The fuel efficiency and craftsmanship of the Mazda CX-50 Hybrid make every trip the scenic route. Welcome to the Outerverse. Welcome to the Mazda CX-50 Hybrid.
Buy tough. Call for the store. Here is due. Tough. Buy tough.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
Wealth management is complicated. Life is complicated. One of the things that we consistently hear from our clients is that working with our firm enables them to do more of what they love to do and less of what they don't wish to do.
We are a full-service investment and wealth management firm.
We help clients define their goals. We help them think through their legacy. What we do is really bring it all together.
We believe all of our clients are on a journey and that it's our job to help them in each and every step of that journey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the World Pro Ski Tour presents New Hampshire Pro Open by Tough Shed for the ladies. It's going to be Crone and Brand battling it out for a consolation round. Brand with the advantage of a big one, a 0.6 of a second advantage. She's moved over to the red course side. They're not behind the doors yet, but they're staging up back there, buckling the boots, making one last preparation. Maybe they're using some of that new wipe-on wax. Liquid waxes are all the rage, Uncle Lee, these days. In ski racing, a lot of athletes aren't even using hot wax on their skis anymore.
Is that right?
Yep. So
Okay.
a lot of different products out there making the skis fast. I got to thank Jake Jacobs for tuning my skis, which were looking pretty dry, and put those on this morning. They were some fast.
Something fast, yeah. Something about putting an iron on a ski. Since I learned that at 11 years of age.
Wrong.
Something about putting an iron on a ski just feels
Chief, it was your mother's iron.
Exactly.
So,
What did you do? Iron? What? Who's pulling the April Fool's joke on me?
we used to do that and had to retire. Mom would have to retire the iron, and you had your iron.
Yeah, exactly. All it takes is one waxing to ruin a perfectly good iron.
Now they got these, both Toko and Swix have these super sophisticated, dialed in, your exact temperature and big flat plates.
Look,
Here we
they're
go.
loading in. Okay. So over on the red course, that's Nora Brand in that Bogner German outfit. She's got 6/10 of a lead over Marlene Krohn. Lots of Plymouth State University folks here cheering Marlene on. And she's the pride of Norway and the pride of Plymouth State University right now. So what Krohn has to do here is hammer down the entire way. She needs a clean start. Nora Brand has that advantage of 6/10 of a second. Doesn't seem like much, but it's enough to take the victory if she just sticks to her game, Kev.
Yeah, she doesn't have to, go out 100%, but you can't ever back off. As soon as you back off a little bit to try to just ski safe, that's when things go bad. But she has 6/10 of advantage, so smart skiing is crucial, but it involves just being in the groove, being at the top of the turn, getting the ski on edge early, pressuring it early, releasing it early, staying on the line, staying top of the turn, as we say, that outside ski, energized, ankles flexed, inflection all the time, ankles back underneath your hips.
It's like a golf lesson.
It certainly is. It comes out all day long when you're coaching these kids.
That's it. Pay attention to all this. Pay attention to all of it. All right, Sir Clux is going to kick off this race. We go back to the live action, and we need to see the screen. And here we go in 3, 2, fun, and they're
out on track they go. Brand and Krohn, the last run for these two today, and it's been an incredible weekend here. So Brand has the advantage after the first run by 6/10 of a second. She's out in front on the red course 9. Clean and smooth. A nice groove is developed. And it looks like Krohn trying to make up some ground, but it's all Brand here on her final run. You can see her kind of put it into neutral and just coasted out here as the consolation round now is settled. Brand in 3rd, Krohn in 4th.
And the joy, the happiness, the love, and the life experience continues on the hugs. Nora Brand yesterday won the Mazda Spirit Award in 3rd place, and she backs it up again today. A hip, hip, hooray for you two athletes. Nice job. Hip, hip, hooray.
Good job, ladies.
All right, small final for the dudes. This was a rematch of yesterday's final. It's Philip Forchek from Czechia, 2018 Olympic participant in Super-G, Giant Slalom, and Downhill. Philip will be on the blue course this time. He has a 2.12 advantage over Gray Flanagan.
So, steps behind the doors now. Flanagan, if he can figure out his start, he could be a threat. He's been really making up all the ground in the last half of the course, last quarter of the course, when he gets to that bottom jump. If he can get that, but it's hard to get the start against Forchek. Out on they go. Forchek, red course side, holds a 2-1-2 advantage over Flanagan, and he's in the lead right now by about a half a ski's length. Forchek settling into the groove now, powering out of the turn. Here comes Flanagan. As I mentioned before, this is where he starts to make the move. Flanagan, quick feet through the section over the penny jump. It's Flanagan. He needs to win it by 2/10 of a second. Has he got enough? He crosses the line. It's going to be Flanagan winning by 2:60. Gets it done over Forchek. Needed to make up a 2-1-2, and just like we set up, he did it at the bottom of the course. Quick, super quick feet. He got a big smile on his face, and the skis go flying in the air. So Flanagan in 3rd, Forchek in 4th.
All came together beautifully for that young man. Forchek, great racing, outdone by just a skosh, by the blink of an eye. When it's all said and done, Flanagan taking the victory into 3rd place. And now there is 2 remaining. We go on to the ladies' side of things. This is the big show, the final. It's Maxine Von Straten from Canada. She's going up against the likes of Galena Wardle. It's Von Straten over on the blue course. Wardle on the red course, the advantage, 0.136.
There's no pressure here. There's only a difference between $7,000 between
That's it.
first and
It's for
second.
the cowbell. It's going to start out.
Here we go.
And they're
Doors open up. Looks like Wardle with a stronger of the two starts. Pretty hard to tell from here as they make their way into the first jump. Looks like Wardle has the advantage over Maxine, but Maxine has a 1.36, not much. She needs to settle in, stay in the groove, work the groove, but it looks like it's Wardle pulling away now, trying to make up over 1.36. Wardle strong and out in front. Maxine trying to close the gap the best she can, but it's all Galena Wardle here in the finals for the ladies. Across the line she goes, winning the run by a 0.6 max differential. Going to Galena Wardle. Gallant effort by Maxine Van Strike. She's got to be psyched with $3,000 though. Wardle taking away the big paycheck. Stick around, folks. We're going to get out in the finish corral, blast some champagne, give away some Fisher skis, and have a general good time here at Tenney Mountain. Thanks so much for listening in. Here we're going to watch. What do we got as a?
Well, we got a final
replay here.
We got a potential replay here, but we also have the men's final race coming up as well. This is a look back. Great start by both of them. This Wardle just stuck to her game plan, charging all the way down. Gets into her bullet tuck. Excellent aerodynamics off that first jump, and she makes her way across, and $10,000 bigger is her checking account. Woo! 10% rule the bar tonight. Okay, let's get going with Mazelier against Kier. Mazelier has the largest advantage you can have, 0.6 of a second. Just needs to stick to his game. Mazelier this time will be on the blue course, a Canadian. Powerhouse in giant slalom and slalom. He's a world junior champion. Again, he is from Canada. He's on the blue course. Luke Kearing, big tall drop water. Carrabassett Valley, Maine, senior at the Harvard ski team. The colors change and they're open.
He's going to need a big start to make up 0.6 of a second to Mazelier. Mazelier on the blue looks like he's in control of this run by a little bit of an advantage. He touches down with 0.6 in hand. Just needs to stay focused on his own course. Here comes the big man, Flanagan, pressuring away. Kearing pressuring away on the red course side, but it looks like it's going to be a close one here at the finish line. Crosses the line. Mazelier wins both runs by 0.090 to the top step of the podium. One psyched ski racer there, as is Luke Kearing.
Great work, boys. $13,000 will be handed out to you guys collectively. Mazelier, big paycheck, and he's got to be smiling large, the Canadian. Well done, young man. And Kearing, you're walking away with $3,000 to add to your $2,000 from yesterday. A fine weekend of racing for the Carrabassett Valley, Maine native. Folks, roll yourselves on down, get yourself a ticket at the Fisher booth. Find a World Pro Ski Tour employee or person in a jacket. Find the free raffle ticket for a free pair of skis. It's going to be about 10 minutes until we do the awards. Kevin's going to get his notes together. He's going to roll down there. We're going to do it, and we're going to celebrate Tenney Mountain style here for the first stop of at least 2 this year at Tenney Mountain for the what's known as the 2026 World Pro Ski Tour. This New Hampshire Pro Open by Surefoot. Thanks for tuning in on the last day of February. You folks watching at home, thanks so much for making this part of your Super Saturday. While we set
Looking for a ski resort that delivers big mountain fun, where you can maximize your time on the slopes? Welcome to Tenney Mountain, with thrilling runs, 5 times more snowmaking coverage new this year, and a variety of trails for all levels. Tenney offers the ultimate independent resort experience. Tenney features 1,500 feet of vertical drop and 130 acres of terrain, located less than a 2-hour drive from Boston. Join us for the next World Pro Ski Tour in March. Tenney Mountain, perfect for your next winter adventure.
For the best deal on the best shed or garage, visit toughshed.com.
As the founders of Surefoot, Bob and Russ Shea are obsessed with creating the perfect ski boot for you because they know that a properly fitted custom ski boot will make you a better skier, whatever level you're at. At Surefoot, they've developed a process that guarantees the perfect fit for each customer, and of course, they are obsessed with the process.
We have 300 experts in Surefoot on the world that all use that exact same process.
Surefoot, better fitting, better skiing.
Let's meet at the intersection of security, innovation, and agility to excel in today's complex digital business world. Let's meet an increasingly connected world with clear vision and realize its impact on our daily lives. Let's meet the demands of a new kind of workforce and enable employees to work smarter and live better. Let's meet the next technological frontier together. Blue Mantis.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Wealth management is complicated. Life is complicated. One of the things that we consistently hear from our clients is that working with our firm enables them to do more of what they love to do and less of what they don't wish to do.
We are a full-service investment and wealth management firm.
We help clients define their goals. We help them think through their legacy. What we do is really bring it all together.
We believe all of our clients are on a journey and that it's our job to help them in each and every step of that journey.
It's right off.
Visit bombas.com and get 20% off your first order.
Last chair brewery street at the Rotary there. Stop in and get yourself some World Pro Ski Tour beer. Chris is running to get the champagne. We're gathering folks around with their raffle tickets so we can give away some skis. Athletes are all gathered around. Our head bartender way up high there. Nice. Love that little spot. What a great spot to watch a pro race. The knob. If everybody wants to shuffle over to the right a little bit so we get more people up here in front of the podium. So guys, move on over to my right. There we go. Let's fill it in here. Big thanks for the race crew here, World Pro Ski Tour. David McVicker, John Jacobs, AK, where's he? Barrett Stein, our course setter, yeah, AK, Kevin Kiley up at the start. Lisa Mutz, our RA, and her daughter, Melina up there, helping Kevin Kiley at the start. Takes a village to put one of these events together. So important to have staff that knows what they're doing, has a passion for the sport like we all do, keeping this alive. Lisa Mutz taking her photography duties away from the RA desk. Lisa works so hard producing all the results and the race sheets. Here comes Chris Neary, champagne in hand. And where are the Fisher skis? Fisher rep over there, you got those skis on hand? Let's see if we can get them to come over here, give away those skis. So what I want to know is, where's the ticket box that I got to draw from? There it is. Ah, Jeff Meehan. Jeff, you're going to be our official ticket drawer. Here he comes. Here he comes right now. All right, Jan, he's got himself a sweet pair of Fisher Rangers. You got to be here to win. Dude, thanks. Did you get some good input on your skis today from the folks?
Yeah, for sure. Morning was a little slow, but got a rush right now, so hopefully a little more trying on skis.
All right, they heard you were here and heard you got a pair of Rangers to give away. Jeff Meehan, one of the investors in the World Pro Ski Tour, is going to draw the winning. Oh, jump on in there. How about 089367? 089367. You got to be here to win. You got it? Who's got it? Head fake. All right, let's draw another. Let's go. They say these days, let's go. All right, how about 089341? 341. Redraw? Redraw. Speak up or lose your chance. How about the last three numbers? 300. 300. A lot of sad faces. There can only be one winner. Steve, maybe you have the lucky touch. Come on up here, Steve. Pick a number. Let's get Steve Kelly involved here. He's got the Midas touch. What do we got, Steve?
08941
410. Seems like we gave out a lot of tickets. A lot of people left.
You got it?
No, you don't got it. You have to be here. You're not here.
410.
All right, grab another. Here we go. There's always an announcer's nightmare. There's the never-ending reading of numbers. How about 89342? 342, we got a winner! Woo-hoo! 342, we got a winner. Hey, what's your name, man?
Andy.
Were you racing, Andy?
I snowboard.
All right, oh no! Andy, throw him back in the pool! Boo! No, it's all good here. Good times.
Don't get put to good use.
All right. They'll be in the park here, I'm sure. Somebody will be out there railing them out. So, you ready to get on with it? So, first we're going to bring up Chris Hill to the Mazda Spirit Award. Fantastic award. Gave out some bunch of money yesterday. Welcome, Chris.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, everybody. Great to see you again. Thanks for participating today. Hey, if we could give a Mazda Spirit Award to a group, I think it would be the Plymouth State ski team. Let's hear it for Plymouth State. Way to bring up the festival down here at the base area. Way to bring your enthusiasm. We appreciate it. Just a quick reminder, there's one word at Mazda that really is at the epitome of everything we do. That word is omotenashi, the wholehearted spirit of hospitality. These two winners, one male and one female, really exemplified that today. They took care of their fellow racers. They were cheering each other on. They really made this event better for everyone that was here. So let's hear it for the female Mazda Spirit winner today, Bree Weston. All right, congratulations, Bree. All right, the male Mazda Spirit Award winner, Philippe Forchek. Let's hear it for Philippe. All right, congratulations, you guys. Thanks for making the race better for everyone.
Chris, you get it. Everyone get it. Everyone. Awesome.
So what did you just say?
What did I say?
Best
weekend ever!
That's the World Pro Ski Tour right there. That's the spirit. So, this guy is no stranger to the World Pro Ski Tour. Been with us from the beginning. From Tough Shed. Hal, come on up, buddy. They're representing New Hampshire Pro Tour sponsor Tough Shed, the women's.
The women's check. All right, well, let's hear it for Tenney. Yeah, what a mountain this is. Thank you, Steve Kelly, for putting it on. Where are the girls? Are they coming up?
Hal, one track mind. All right, here we go. In fourth place today, Marlena Krohn back on the podium. Big smile on her face. Best weekend ever?
Absolutely.
All right, you guys, this is outstanding. She faced off against Nora Brand, the German, in third place today. Nora, come on up. Got her Sun Cruiser in hand. Any thoughts on the weekend?
It was awesome. I'm really happy I flew over to Pont to race over here.
That's commitment, folks. Got to bring a lot more from all over the world. We'll get back to that World Pro status with big fields. Okay. Probably fine. Pretty surprised she's where she at right now. Maxime Stride coming on up in second place. So, Barrett Stein, our course setter, works with Maxie in the summertime or out in Mount Hood, coaching for the Teachy camps. And she said, I got this girl that's going to come this weekend, and she is fast. And here you are in number 2. Give us your thoughts on the day.
Looking for a Sun Cruiser head sponsor.
Ah, there you go. Always selling. All right, in the number 1 spot, Galina Wardle, back on the podium. The next question is, you coming to Aspen?
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'll be there, she says. Heck yeah. But right now, it's Tenney Mountain. Let's hear it for the ladies. Galina Wardle, Maxime Vitrain, Nora Brandt, and Marlena Krohn. Hal has got the big check for Galina. All right. Look at that. Got the Tough Shed mascot here on the podium. Good stuff. All right, stay put, ladies. Let's move over to the men's side. This was a mirror image of yesterday's final. It was Forchek and Flanagan in the consolation rounds, and it's Philippe Forchek in 4th place today. Down the line he goes. See you buffs on the helmet. So Philippe, tell me what happened on that run. You committed to that turn, and the ski went away from you, and you said, "No, I'm not going to try to make it."
I didn't hit the routes, and then just got too late, and I didn't think I would make it. And it would be super dangerous coming to the jump. Kind of had to ski out, but yeah, that's what happens.
Especially
I mean, cheers to Etienne, because he skied incredibly fast today, and I had to risk to make up the time. I was behind, so yeah, I would do it again.
You would do it again. So that's why we have to make all the runs, and it takes 8 of them to win a pro race. And he was on the podium yesterday. He's back again today. Great Flanagan in the number 3 spot. So, Gray, I think once you figure that start out, you're going to be a real threat, because pretty much every single one of your runs, you close the gap within the beginning of the last jump and to the finish line. Strong, quick feet down there. Working on that start.
Yeah, I've been working with some other athletes, trying to figure out the starts, and hopefully we can get it figured out for next time.
All right, good job. All right. Another big guy, Luke Kearing in 3rd place today. Come on up, Luke. Sugarloaf boy. Yeah. Big boy. So you gotta work on the guys back at Sherwood, if we want to go there in April.
Yes, absolutely. We got to tie that in with Reggae Fest because that would be unreal.
It's Sam.
Yeah, let's get him going. I'm taking him down, too.
Taking Sam down. Ooh, that'll go out on the internet. All right. From Canada, Tenney Mountain, come on up. Skiing strong today to upset the field. Find himself in the top step of the podium. Oh, you'll get your check. Some thoughts on the day. You think you're going to make it all the way to the top step? What was your mindset?
Yeah, I mean, I got beat on my first run, and then I got pretty good rush, and I just rode the wave all the way through, and I skied good. Figured out the start. It was awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right. So let's hear it again for your top four men. Zarelli, Gearing, Flanagan, and Forcheck. And here comes the big check from Chris Hill from Mazda and the Champagne. We got Pro Tour beer, we've got Sun Cruiser, and we got Champagne, all in Luke Gearing's hands. Everybody run. All right, here we go. The champagne sprays. Oh, yeah. Awesome stuff here. Big thanks to Steve Kelly and the crew here at Tenney Mountain. We got a lot of work to do now. So see you guys in Aspen or see you on the internet. Oh, shot skis. Gotta have the shot ski in there.
1, 2, 3.
Just wouldn't be a ski race without the shot ski. Oh, that champagne come right back up. So I did the shot ski last year in the bar with Steve Kelly and Forcheck, and I wore the shot.